Good evening and welcome to Night of Baseball with the Evansville Otters. It's Game 3 of this three-game set, the rubber match between the Gateway Grizzlies and the Evansville Otters. Good evening from GSC Ballpark with Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Leinebach. I'm Jevin Redmond doing this game remotely back in Evansville. The Otters going for a series win and win number 50 of the season here tonight. First pitch coming up at 5:45. It was a tough loss last night for Evansville, dropping the game 7-6 to Gateway. Evansville jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the second, but the Grizzlies come back and win 7-6. The Otters had plenty of chances down the stretch as they left 8 guys on base. The final 3 innings left 12 on throughout the entire night. So the Otters, they are 49-33. The Grizzlies improved to 35-47, and Evansville has a 1-game lead right now on Florence, as Florence lost the Miners earlier today. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups and also the pitching matchups and introduce the rest of our broadcast crew on the Otters YouTube channel.
We love our kids and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield offers health insurance for children up to age 18 at low or no cost. From doctor visits to dental care, Anthem is here to put resources at your fingertips and simple solutions within your reach. And that is something to smile about. Call 1-800-403-0864 to enroll today. To learn more, visit anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Let's go through tonight's lineups for Game 3 of this series, the Evansville Otters and the Gateway Grizzlies. For the Otters, they are 49-33, losing last night to the Grizzlies 7-6. They won the opener on Friday 8-7. Here is tonight's lineup. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 2, Andy DeJesus. Batting second and playing second base, number 13, Josh Allen. Jeffrey Baez bats third and plays left field. Riley Crane hits cleanup. He's at first base, and it's J.R. Davis batting fifth, the DH. Dakota Phillips has a catching. He'll hit sixth. It's Gary Mattis batting seventh at third base. Andrew Penner plays right field, batting eighth, and Miles Gordon in center, hitting ninth. The starting pitcher is Polo Portello, the right-hander. He's 8-2 with a 3.36 ERA, making a 17th start of the season, over 96 and 1/3 innings. He has struck out 83 batters and walked 32. De Jesus, Allen, Baez, Crane, Davis, Phillips, Mattis, Penner, and Gordon. For the Grizzlies, they're 35 and 47. They snapped a 6-game losing streak last night. Abdiel Diaz leads off and plays third base. Batting second in left field, number 2, Jay Prather. Andres Regno bats third. He'll do the catching, followed by Ty Moore hitting fourth, the DH. Jose Rosario hits fifth. He's at third base. It's Dustin Woodcock in center batting sixth. Justin Jones bats seventh and plays shortstop. Brian Pereira hits eighth and plays first base. And Jack Harris is in right field batting ninth. The pitcher is Matt Mulhern. Once again for the Grizzlies, Diaz, Prather, Regno, Moore, Rosario, Woodcock, Jones, Pereira, and Harris. With Jordan Fisher and Zane Clodfelter, I'm Jevin Redmond. Zane, last night, a tough loss for Evansville, an exciting game, but they came up a run short.
Yeah, it was, and as you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, a 4-run lead there in the second inning, but then Gateway got 2 back and began clawing away, and it was too much for Braden Scott, who, went deep into the game, giving up the 5 earned runs, the 7 total. But, for Evansville, an opportunity here today to kind of expand on that division lead, which entering this Sunday was at a half game, with Florence already losing in the finale of that series out in Kentucky to Southern Illinois. Now it's at 1 game, so a chance here to gain a game and at least have a little bit of separation between the Otters and then the second and third place teams in the division.
And it'll be a big series starting on Tuesday in Marion against Southern Illinois. I mean, theoretically, all these series are big down the stretch with how tight the division is, but especially this 3-game series coming up. So it'd be nice to get a win tonight before the off day tomorrow.
Right, and the tiebreaker comes into play as well. Facing Southern Illinois, you want to have the tiebreaker against the Miners. The Otters already went 8-4 against the Florence Yalls, so that's a big hurdle already accomplished for Evansville should the West Division finish in a tie after 96 games, which looks unlikely now with Florence having a game postponed out east. But should there be a tie, the Otters have that advantage with the Yalls. It would be great after that series on Thursday to have that same situation with the Miners.
All right, Polo Portela makes a start tonight for Evansville. The right-hander is 8-2 with a 3.36 ERA. Does have 1 complete game and another good starter in the Evansville rotation.
Yeah, no, Polo Portela has been, I think, old reliable, and I've called him that several times either on Otters Digital Network or to Preston Leinenbach in the Otters press box. He's a guy that will go deep into the game, which I think is important because, as I mentioned on last night's broadcast, tomorrow is going to be the final off day for this Evansville Otters team in the regular season. So you would like to have some depth from your starting pitching and have Polo Portela go out deep into this game, 6th or 7th inning, to rest that bullpen for that long stretch to close the regular year.
Grizzlies take the field here at GCS Ballpark, and we'll have the national anthem. Then when we come back, it is first pitch, series finale, Otters at Grizzlies on the Otters YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Welcome to a place that feels like home. A place that cares about all of you. Built to help you grow in more ways than you could possibly imagine. To make new friends, travel new paths, soar to new heights, and deepen your spiritual experience. Welcome to Oakland City University.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Let's play some baseball this Sunday evening. Glad you could join us from GCS Ballpark just outside of St. Louis with Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Leinebach. I'm Jevin Redmond. And this series finale is just about set to get underway. We are scheduled for a 5:45 first pitch. That's not going to happen because it's 5:47, so a few minutes late tonight. Our game time temperature is 88 degrees. A pleasant evening. Some rain will be on its way the next few days. Could cool things off. Otters hoping to finish this three-game series with a victory and a series win. This is stop 1 of 3 along this 10-game road trip. The Otters actually will go home after the game tonight. They'll stay in their own beds tonight, tomorrow, then head to Marion Tuesday morning, and then they'll be on the road for a while as they'll wrap up the series in Schaumburg next weekend, a part of Labor Day. And as Zane alluded to, their final off day of the season is tomorrow, so hopefully it is a pleasant off day with a win tonight, as we'll see Andy DeJesus, Josh Allen, and Jeffrey Baez against Matt Mulhern here at the top of the first inning. It's been a pair of one-run games to start this series. Otters won Game 1 on Friday. Final score of that one was 8-7. Otters dropped the game last night, 7-6. First pitch is headed home at 5:48 in there for a strike to DeJesus, and we are underway.
It's not a Bossy Field special, Jeff, where we have started lately a minute or two early.
Yeah. Well, we started at 48 last night, too, so I wonder if that is just their standard start time. Here's a fly ball in the air to left. Moving over is Prather near the line. A lunging attempt, and he can't get it. It's a fair ball. It hops over the wall in the corner, and it's a ground roll double for Andy DeJesus to start this game, his 15th double of the season.
Good to see a Deerhead double-decker double this early in the game, leading off for Andy DeJesus, and he's the Edward Jones leadoff batter, so it'll be important for him in this series finale to do just that, get in scoring position.
It's pretty much the best start you can get. I don't know if Zane could have fit any more sponsorship reads in.
Trying to make everybody happy, Big Red.
Didn't get a chance for the overhead foul ball.
Brings in Josh Allen, the Evansville second baseman. He's 9 for his first 18 this year. With Evansville, he takes upstairs ball 1, has a home run, 5 RBIs, drove in a run last night, and Allen picked up 3 more hits. He actually drove in 2 runs last night.
Really, most of that damage, too, has been done since Wednesday. When he showed up on Tuesday, it was a little bit of a struggle for him that first night, but he really caught fire there on Wednesday and Thursday.
And this is big for Evansville. You know, the remote broadcast that we have done together, all 4 of us, the Otters have had plenty of base runners and prime scoring opportunities, and a lot of times they failed to deliver. So this is an early test here for Evansville on this Sunday.
So the Otters have yet to win when doing a game at my place, right?
Right, at least that I've experienced. 1-1
to Allen, a breaking ball outside, 2-1 from Mulhern.
Well, Preston called the game on Friday night. Preston, where was that? Preston says he was at Bossy Field as he produces, so we might get the hint after tonight, perhaps.
Here's the 2-1 to Allen, and he swings and drives one deep into left, at the track, at the wall. Goodbye. 2-0 Evansville. Josh Allen, a 2-run shot, no doubt over that big wall in left field. His second home run with the Otters. 2-0 Evansville.
No, that was a blast. Extended arms, got full extension, and was able to put all of his power into that. That was not a cheap shot.
No.
Yeah, that went on the Steve Tassler balcony. The league offices for the Frontier League just beyond left field. I think that might have went over the building.
So what a start for Evansville, a double and a home run. It brings in Jeffrey Baez. Talk about home run power here for Baez. He's 14 for his first 34. That's a .412 average with 4 home runs, 8 RBIs. The pitch in there for a strike.
Those 4 home runs, too, coming in back-to-back games. 4 in a row.
And he had a monster shot at Bosse Field.
Every time he hits a home run, it's not a question.
Big swing and a miss here by Baez, 0-2.
Preston just said that home run he hit that you're alluding to, the moon shot that he hit in his first one, went all the way to the dumpsters at Bosse Field, which is a pretty
with the
good
couch
shot.
that I'm pretty sure is still chilling between the two because for whatever reason people bring their trash there. They're not supposed to.
Well, yeah, that's because they don't want it anymore.
Well, we don't want it either, so stop bringing it to the ballpark.
Even though it's illegal to do that, people still do it.
1-2 pitch to Baez, and he grounds it to the left side. Third baseman Diaz gets a friendly belt high hop and throws out. Jeffrey Baez at first base for out number 1.
In the People's defense, Bosse Field was the first municipally owned stadium in the United States of America, but that doesn't mean the dumpsters also qualify as that as well. Yeah, it's the People's Stadium, but not the People's Dumpsters.
So 1 out. It brings in Riley Crane, Evansville first baseman, hitting .281, 15 home runs, 69 RBIs, and before the first pitch from Mulhern, timeout was called. He went ahead and delivered the pitch, did not count. Big shift on for Crane per usual, as Mulhern is making his 8th start this year with Gateway. He's 2-4 with a 4.95 ERA. And a fly ball at the bat of Crane. This one will stay on the infield to the right side. The shortstop is fielding it on the right side of second base. He makes the catch. 2 outs.
And nowadays you don't see people offended when the pitcher goes ahead and follows through, because you're more injury prone if you try to stop midway through your windup.
I'm curious how many guys, they always say, the chance for injury is greater if you stop your motion. I wonder how many guys have actually gotten hurt by stopping their motion when someone calls time.
That's a good point.
Because honestly,
I would think it would be more worrisome for the lower half of the body than it would be the upper half of the body.
Right, like you miss plant on the plant foot, correct?
If you try to stop your momentum,
like twist an ankle.
You twist an ankle or sprain a foot or whatever.
There's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2 J.R. Davis.
So I would think you were talking about the following through part. I don't think you'd have nearly as much with the hand or arm.
Or the elbow.
Or the elbow.
I guess maybe the torque on that.
Maybe the elbow, but yeah, I don't know. That'd be an interesting fact to find.
Davis smacks one out toward right. On the move is Harris. Near the line, he makes the catch for out number 3. Otters start off on fire. A double from DeJesus. 2-run shot by Josh Allen. Then Mulhern retires Baez, Crane, and Davis. After 1/2 inning, it's Evansville 2. The Grizzlies coming to bat at GCS Ballpark.
Every 6 minutes, a utility line is damaged due to reckless digging. So Indiana relies on these 811 superheroes. Derek the Builder.
I dig for a living, but I always contact 811.
Mary the Gardener.
Before I plant a tree, I contact 811.
And Mike the Contractor.
I contact 811 before I do my work.
Prevent damage or injury. Call 811 anytime or go online 811now.com. This message is sponsored by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission and this station.
Come be a part of a nationally recognized program in criminal justice. The Criminal Justice Program at Oakland City University provides students with in-depth knowledge in the fields of law enforcement, forensics, corrections, and juvenile justice. Learn through hands-on experiences and train in areas of investigative forensics, criminology, and police administration. A career-focused major is in your reach and all in a Christian university setting that feels like home. Oakland City University.
Good start for Evansville. They're in front 2-0 as the Grizzlies bat in the first inning, and Polo Portela takes the mound. Polo on the season 8-2 with a 3.36 ERA. Has been a consistent right-hander in the rotation, this being his 17th start of the year. He's thrown one complete game, and he will reach the 100 innings pitched tonight if he can work fairly deep in this game. He's at 96 1/3 with 83 strikeouts, 32 walks. His first pitch to Abdiel Diaz is headed home. Diaz batting .277 on the season. Their third baseman takes on the corner, called strike.
And if past starts are any indication, he should hit 100 innings pitched, I think, easily. Knock on wood.
One strike pitch to Diaz. And he hits it foul quickly. 2 strikes on the leadoff hitting third baseman.
He's always able to get the edges of the zone, getting guys to foul out, and then he has the pitch that's in the turf that gets him to chase, and a lot of strikeouts and a lot of ground balls that way.
From the line, the 2-strike pitch as Phillips, the catcher, sets up outside, and that's where it is, and it's a foul ball third base side.
But it's so close to the plate that as a hitter, it's really kind of tough to lay off.
Portela wears the number 20. Has that big chain around his neck. Trying to retire Diaz here in the first inning. The 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Diaz strikes out. And that's how this one gets underway for Polo Portela.
I feel like Portela's breaking ball has been working really well throughout the entire season for him this year, and you saw it there on that last strikeout.
In a shutdown inning, Jordan and Jevin, would be, I think, really big. You know, the Otters had a 4-run inning in the second and ended up giving half of it back. So it'd be nice to throw up a 0 here to kind of maintain a significant advantage here early.
Well, in every inning that Evansville scored last night, Gateway came back and scored.
Right.
Same thing about Friday, 4 runs in the first, we had 3.
Here's the pitch. Knee-high outside corner strike to Jay Prather.
So in case people couldn't hear Preston, Otters scored 4 times on Friday, and Gateway had 3 runs in response. So it's not a lot of cushion working.
Here's the 0-1 offering to Jay Prather. Nobody on, 1 out. And he takes outside, counts even 1-1. Prather batting .261, 4 home runs and 27 RBIs. Two 2-0 Evansville, thanks to the Josh Allen 2-run home run at the top of this first inning. The 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. A little bit of a smaller crowd behind home plate tonight at GCS Ballpark, still munching on their great concession food. We were talking about that last night, our favorite items from the concession.
I used to like the Dippin' Dots at Bossy Field before they went to the little bag containers.
Yeah.
Jordan knows what I'm talking about.
I'm assuming there's a strike on the corner 2-2. Bossy Field used to have the cups.
Yes, and it came with the spoon.
Season, they switched it to the packets.
The packets at the bottom, it gets all mushy and melts.
Right.
Not only that, but it doesn't come with a spoon either.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to eat out of because it's a packet. It's not a...
They don't give you a spoon?
No.
What? The 2-2 and the turf 3-2.
So that's always the additional
I was eating
run
it like a
to get spoons.
Or you just do what I do and eat it like a Go-Gurt.
Yeah.
That's what Dennis does, our official scorer. He doesn't like that, but I don't want to get it on my polo shirt, so I'll eat it mushy with a spoon. Take my chance.
Here's a payoff pitch to Jay Prather. Nobody on, 1 out. Portela winds and he fires. Breaking ball, a swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Portela with that curveball.
There it is again. That breaking ball. It's worked for him all season long. Also, can I take a guess at what Zane's favorite concession item was? Because I didn't get to be here last night, obviously. But I want to feel like I want to go with popcorn.
No.
Zane's popcorn, or what? You like chicken fingers too and fries with
the burgers are great too
with a gallon of ketchup.
So are we talking about specifically at Bossy Field or baseball games in general?
No, we're talking about. So last night we were discussing the concession items at Gateway because they have a phenomenal concession stand.
They absolutely do.
I think I was talking about the barbecue nachos I had that were just a mess to eat. Zane, what did you allude to last night over at Gateway?
The world's burger, right? Baseball's famous burger.
Yeah.
That has the regular donuts as the buns.
Here's a called strike to Regno. He's not happy. If that's a strike, then nobody's going to score the rest of the night because that pitch wasn't even close.
For the second inning, I'll rehash the 2016 Bossy Beast for those who don't know, because that also involved donuts. We'll bring that up in a second.
I forgot about that. The 0-2 in the turf, 1 and 2.
Before almost every home game, it might have been every home game, whoever was in charge of marketing or whatever.
Yeah, we'll bring it up in a second.
Okay.
Because, yeah,
we got to keep our listeners. We got to tease them a little bit.
Because I had a bone to pick with somebody that year.
Okay.
Over it.
Pick that bone in the second inning.
I tried. I gave up that year.
We can't lay everything out there in the first inning. The 1-2 jammed Regno. It's popped up foul territory. Is there a play for Phillips? No. Out of play.
That overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction. Big Red Shoes the best. Never regret it. You referenced it earlier, Saul. Get that one in, too.
What do they pay a year to have that mentioned 16
I'd love to know, and
million
I'd love to
times?
get some commission for every announcement
I'm
for
sure
that
you
I
would,
make.
Because you would just find ways to announce it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You're doing it on a remote broadcast.
The 1-2 pitch, just getting a piece was Regno as Portello's trying to strike out the side here in the first.
I just hate how when I talk with fans, the first thing they say to me isn't, hey, I love what you say regarding this over the PA. It's always that overhead foul ball.
I thought they would just yell Heads Construction.
People like stop saying it, or they?
No, it's just I guess that's what they remember me as.
The 1-2 pitch is a line shot out into short center field. On the move is Gore, and he makes a belt high catch. Ball hung up there just in time for him to get to it. It's a 1-2-3 first inning for Polo Portella. After one from Gateway, Otters 2, Grizzlies 0 on the Otters YouTube channel.
We love our kids and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield offers health insurance for children up to age 18 at low or no cost. From doctor visits to dental care, Anthem is here to put resources at your fingertips and simple solutions within your reach. And that is something to smile about. Call 1-800-403-0864 to enroll today. To learn more, visit anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We'll come back to it as we return here to the top of the second. It's Evansville 2, Gateway nothing. Glad you could join us with Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Linebach. I'm Jevin Redmond. Otters scored 2 runs in the first inning, a 2-run big fly from Josh Allen over the left field wall. Now it's Dakota Phillips, Gary Mattis, and Andrew Penner, 6, 7, 8 up against Matt Mulhern, who delivers a ball outside and low. Phillips batting .265, 12 home runs, and 42 RBIs. We were discussing off the air something about a mound that Preston's going to tell a story. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Not yet. Oh.
Not yet. Okay.
So the Bossy Field Fritter story gets delayed to the third, maybe the bottom of the second. But no, Preston's matter is a lot more important.
He's literally on the other side right now.
He's confirming his sources.
The 1-1 is a breaking ball inside, 2-1 here on Phillips.
We're trusting Preston, but now Preston is verifying.
2-1 pitch is a foul ball. Third base side, 2-2 on Phillips.
All right. So as we were in the middle of break, we noticed how there's kind of a shaded circle around second base.
Yeah.
Which we were trying to discover, or discuss why that was, and Zane said probably replacing the worn out turf in that area instead of the whole field. And I said, well, with part of the turf field.
2-2 pitch is popped up foul. Third base line out of play.
You have the turf mound there in Gateway, which is known as the Perfect Mound. It's a brand of a turf mound that a lot of ballparks use. To Zane's surprise, when I told him that the former French League commissioner, now the Commissioner Emeritus, Bill Lee, was the owner and founder of the Perfect Mound.
Big Red was also surprised as well.
2-2 pitch, fly ball deep into left center field. Playable though for the center fielder Woodcock. He makes the catch several feet shy of the warning track, and Phillips is retired.
And here I thought Bill Lee gave like a State of the Frontier League address like in 2004 and envisioned this perfect mound, and Gateway somehow had replicated it. But no, he just owns the business.
It says founder and president. Co-founder with Rich Soje Sr., who just announced his retirement.
So it's his ballpark.
In Gateway Grizzlies. Ownership.
But here's my big question in terms of legality. I want to know who has the patent for it, because that's the key thing. If there's both names on this or just one.
He says on the bio for Bill Lee, his first foray into field products was when he went to work for Diamond Dry, a corncob product that helps dry wet playing fields. He created the distributor network for that product.
Counts 1-2 here on Mattis with nobody on, one out in the second.
Diamond Dry, and I've seen that used at Posse Field a lot of times in the late hours / early mornings, trying to get a game finished.
1-2 pitch is punched foul on the first base line for Mattis, who's batting .289, no home runs and 14 RBIs.
I found out what Diamond Dry was in 2014. The Otters late in the year trying to get games in to make the playoffs and had to finish a doubleheader at 3 o'clock in the morning.
1-2 pitch just missed off the plate, a fastball from Mulhern.
Because much like what the Florence Yalls are dealing with now, having their game out east canceled because of the tropical storm at the time in the Atlantic, the Otters are trying to get games in.
Breaking ball missed off the plate again as Mulhern's not getting that outside corner. The count's full here on Mattis.
I feel for right-handed batters, they're not getting that. The pitcher's called for a strike, but left-handed batters are getting that outside corner called for a strike.
Fouled back to the screen, and the lady sitting 10 rows up flinches. There's a net there, ma'am. 3-2.
For her safety, thank goodness.
She would have been in trouble. Yeah, there's no net there. Outside ball 4. Mattis draws a 1-out walk, so after Mulhern retired 4 straight, a base runner here with 1 away in the second.
With yellow gloves hanging out of his pocket for a lime green.
So I have a question. So are we getting Jordan Fisher's bone to pick in the bottom of the second inning then? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think we.
So I'm doing a little bit more of a deep read on this.
Okay.
Here's a
go on.
Here's a press box trivia question for you, Zane.
Tell me, please. We need them.
In 2006, what was the first ballpark in the Frontier League to make the move from natural dirt and grass to artificial turf?
First ballpark.
My guess would be Normal.
They were not in the Frontier League at that time in 2006.
Runner trying to steal second, and Mattis slides in safe just ahead of the throw. Stolen base for Mattis.
So it's not Southern Illinois because they joined in 2007, correct? Okay.
2006.
Lake Erie.
No, but in the right state, though.
Same state, so the state of Ohio.
Pickoff attempt at second, and in safely is Mattis.
Let me know when you're ready for your hint.
What's the hint? Is it Chillicothe?
That is correct.
Oh, man, I knew it because, the Otters beat them in the 2006 Frontier League Championship Series in Chillicothe. Interesting. And now Chillicothe, they're still called the Paints, but they're a wooden bat league.
Yep.
Yep.
And the I guess the thing that made this perfect mound most notable at first was that it was portable, easy to install or uninstall for different events.
So what's underneath it?
And so it was tested out at Southern Illinois University Edwardsville.
My goodness, 3 straight pickoffs at second base. Throw the ball home.
There's a final exam, though, after the game is over on EvansvilleOtters.com from Preston, so we might as well get as many facts as we can about the perfect mound.
I mean, these pickoffs haven't even been close, and he keeps throwing back there.
I know,
There's the
it is a
2-0
waste of
pitch.
time.
Outside, 3 balls and no strikes on Penner. Hope he walks the next 4 guys.
So there you go.
No, and his pitching has deteriorated as he continues to throw to second because he's losing focus.
Andrew Penner is the batter. He has a .259 average, no home runs, and 20 RBIs. The 3-0 pitch, that's in there for a strike, knee high, 3-1.
And Andrew Penner had family visiting Evansville for the entire homestand.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin, his brother, appeared on ODN. One of the broadcasts was Best Seat in the House winner another night.
Press box trivia.
Yes, he won our autographed press box baseball, courtesy of Papa John's.
That's a strike on the corner, 3-2 on Andrew Penner.
Yeah, he was interviewed by Big Red and then was asking for restaurant recommendations. So I told him Brew Burger downtown, told him Chironi's, told him Myriad if he wanted Evansville brewed beer downtown.
Payoff pitch. The runner goes toward third. Ball 4, and the throw to third is not in time. Sliding in feet first is Mattis with a stolen base. So the Otters have men at the corners with 1 away.
Yeah, and another big opportunity here for Evansville with runners at the corners and only 1 out. That's going to prompt a mound visit here to kind of settle down the starter because it hasn't been the most efficient start so far for the Grizzlies in terms of pitching.
So he's walked 2 in this inning, and ninth place hitting center fielder Miles Gordon.
He's already given up 1 home run, too. Josh Allen had a 2-run bomb over the Frontier League offices here in Chauget, Illinois, right off of I-255. If you're heading to St. Louis from Evansville, you can see the downtown St. Louis skyline and the arch, but you have to take that exit on 255 headed to Memphis, not Chicago. And that's how you can get to GCS Ballpark.
Catcher Regno out for the home plate, going through the signs as far as what they're going to do with this first and third situation if Penner tries to swipe second.
Is that kid wearing a chicken bucket on his head back there?
Where?
Or is that, yeah?
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, my goodness.
Pitch low here to Gordon, ball 1.
His parents don't know that this game is actually televised/streamed.
It's only in the second inning. He's got a bucket on his head.
It's the rally bucket for the Grizzlies early.
Otters in front, 2-0. First and third, 1 out. The 1-0 pitch is ripped to the right side, base hit. And all the way down the right field line to the wall. Scoring from third base is Mattis. Going first to third is Penner. And it's a long RBI single for Miles Gordon. Evansville's in front, 3-0.
A really long RBI single because it rolled all the way to the wall. But because it's field turf, the ball bounces a little bit faster off of that field turf and able to get it in back to the infield to hold them just to, as you mentioned, a really long double, which is key because there's still only 1 out. You'd like, if you're Gateway, to keep runners at the corners for that double play.
Of course, you mentioned the turf with the speed of the ball and also just 300 feet down that right field line, so it doesn't take too long to get to that wall. And it's back to the top of the order here for Andy DeJesus. Evansville in front, 3-0, looking for more. DeJesus doubled to start the game down the left field line, and he pops it up foul, third base side, strike 1.
Towards the kids zone here at GCS Ballpark. And the gift shop as well. It's a really nice setup they have here at the ballpark. Preston mentioned last night how if you want barbecue and great St. Louis barbecue, you go down the right field line. There's also a hot tub over in that area.
They check on the runner at first base and Gordon. Otters going for a series win tonight, trying to move to a game and a half up on Florence. The 0-1 is ripped foul, third base side, 2 strikes on DeJesus.
And if Brandon Taylor is listening to our broadcast, he's our scoreboard operator at the press box at Bosse Field for home games. He says he listens to us, and I know he listens to us, but if he's listening right now, I'd love to know the magic number, because Brandon Taylor actually knows the Evansville Otters' magic number to clinch a playoff spot.
Well, let's see. Brandon, can you text Zane or Preston?
I'd love to know.
Let us know.
See if he's listening.
2-strike pitch to DeJesus. And a line shot up the middle. The second baseman positioned perfectly on a hop turns. A 4-6-3 double play, ending the Evansville threat. But they do pick up another tally. And after an inning and a half, it's Evansville 3, Gateway nothing on the Otters YouTube channel.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
It's 3-0 Evansville as the Grizzlies bat in the second inning. Otters scored 2 in the first, 1 more in the second, and Polo Portela, who worked a perfect bottom of the first inning with 2 strikeouts, deals with the fourth place hitting Ty Moore, leading off this frame. He's their DH, and Portela wheels and delivers. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Moore batting .279 with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs.
Jevin, we were talking about baseball's best burger in the first, which is offered at GCS Ballpark, and we mentioned Bosse Beast.
I was trying to figure out if Zane would let more than 1 pitch be thrown in this inning.
Well, I don't want to leave the fans waiting.
There's a breaking ball outside 2-0.
It's not even really that great of a story, but so that Bosse burger.
Well, you said you had a bone to pick, and that seemed pretty intense,
okay.
So let's hear it.
So in 2016, they used to do the Bosse Burger Challenge or whatever they called it.
The Bosse Beast.
Whatever it was called. 2-0 is called strike. I know Jeff wants to stay on top of the game itself. But basically, they used to do the pregame eating contest or whatever. And I kept telling everybody I possibly could that I wanted to be in that eating contest just because I wanted to get the burger. I didn't want to buy the burger for $9.
It was $9?
It was expensive. That's all I remember.
2 runs popped up. And Moore's not happy with himself, walking up the first base line. The third baseman Crane makes the catch, 4 up and 4 down.
I think at most it was $5. And
I don't care. It was too expensive for the price of a burger.
But the thing that you're forgetting to tell the fans is, for those who know what an apple fritter is, it wasn't like it came on one total apple fritter that they cut in half and made it a bun. It was 2 legit apple fritters from Donut Bank, which is the go-to donut place in town, with then all the barbecue, burger, and bacon on it with the sauce.
That's my stomach hurts just hearing that.
I just wanted to try it one time. That's why I want to be in
Was it good?
I didn't get to try it because I wasn't going to buy it.
But I thought you went down there.
No, I did. That was me.
That was
I
you?
did an eat-off with Galen Dyke, who was our
Which was
MC.
another reason why I was upset about it, because I had been trying to get into that competition, and they put Zane into it. No, I never got into it.
I had tenure.
I don't care if you had tenure. I had eagerness to do it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jose Rosario. He takes a knee-high fastball called strike, 0-2. Your guys' memory is much better than mine.
The ironic thing is I didn't want to do it, and they're like, Zane, Galen wants to do it. I'm like, sure, I'll entertain it. He was motivated. I ate probably 33% of it, and he had already won.
I'm almost positive as the 0-2 comes home.
There's a foul ball down the right field line. Nice collaboration there, Jordan.
I'm almost positive that time you did it, the eat off or whatever with Galen was one of the games I was doing broadcasting, so I couldn't leave the broadcast booth to go do it.
But you had to watch. I mean, it was good for the couple bites that I was able to get down.
I just wanted to try it. I didn't care about actually winning the competition. I just wanted the free burger.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Rosario in the turf, 1-2. I will say, watching the people do that challenge or whatever it was
gross.
It was disgusting, especially when it was like 95 degrees out.
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord.
That's when I did it.
It was a mess for sure. I just wanted to try it because I didn't want to pay that.
If you would have told me you wanted to try it, I would have brought up the scraps left of what I had and just let you gone to town.
That's even worse.
No, I wasn't going to eat your stuff. No.
It was pre-COVID.
No, I don't care.
Here's the 1-2 pitch and a little nubber back up the middle. Second baseman Allen tries to backhand it behind the second base bag, and he bobbles it. That'll be an infield single for Rosario. Tough play for Allen, even if he fields it cleanly. Don't know if he throws out Rosario. That ball had eyes, found a hole up the middle, and it's a first base knock for Gateway tonight with 1 out in the second.
But no, Galen and I on Otters TV a year later kind of rehashed that story, and if you go to our YouTube channel, you can actually find that interview I did with Galen, and he owned up that he was highly motivated to win, and he ate the entire thing in under a minute.
I wonder how many.
Found a tweet. It says, someone asked what all it involves. She said, is it a glazed donut, fruit fritter, whatever? And Zane actually tweeted, it's barbecue pulled pork, 1/3 pound burger as the first pitch home called strike. Cheese and bacon between 2 donut bank fruit fritters.
When was this tweeted by me?
June 29th, 2016.
Man, what a year.
My question is, how many calories were in that thing?
Somebody said that. They said, what's the calorie cholesterol count? And someone from the Otters account tweeted a lot. But it sure is tasty.
That's marketing for you.
0-1 here on Dustin Woodcock with Rosario at first base, 3-0 Evansville in the second. Woodcock batting .246 with 12 home runs, also 39 RBIs. Big gap in left center field, the 0-1 pitch to him. It's low and outside.
Preston can attest early on in the year, it seemed like in the front office there were donuts or cake every game, so we could have made our own little.
It was a $9 item. I just found the price from an article in 2016.
$9?
I told you it was too expensive.
Well, that's why. Well, I'm glad I had my 33% of it for free.
Why do you think I wanted to try it for free?
You could have asked Andrea Wallace or Jess Wells. They would have given you a free sandwich of it.
I did that.
Oh, they said no.
Yes.
There's the 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1. I know Andrea, of course, is now with the University of Evansville.
Doing a great job.
Where is Jess at? Does anyone know?
I actually am still Facebook friends with her. She's vacationing right now in Maine as of today because I saw pictures of her at a lighthouse.
I didn't mean this second. Like, what is she doing?
Oh, I have no idea.
What is she doing? Zane means right now.
The 2-1 pitch to Woodcock instead of pickoff attempt to Rosario.
That shows you how thorough we are on this broadcast. We do all the research ahead of time.
No, Zane just knows where everybody is at all times.
It's the journalist in me. I'm sorry.
But no, so
she used to live in Atlanta though and work in a ticket office. I'm pretty sure for where the Hawks and the Thrashers used to play. It's no longer called Phillips Arena.
The 2-1. Curve on the outside corner, 2-2 on Woodcock.
But last thing I want to say about that 2016 Bossy Beast thing, I had talked numerous times to people about trying to get one, or if I could get it like half price, and they were like, no, you have to buy that at full price. And I was like, well, that's $9, and I'm not paying that much.
You never came to me, though, because by the fourth inning, there were probably 4 boxes of those unused fritters that were just going to sit there the rest of the night. We could have made you a sandwich then in the 5th inning.
So that's why the press box runs for now.
2-2 pitch to Woodcock, a swing and a miss, and Portello strikes out his 3rd Gateway batter of the night. There's 2 away here in the 2nd.
Because after every one of those games, we would probably sell a total of 10 of the Bossy Bees because we did I thought, effective job of marketing it. But because the cost, which you've now confirmed at $9, a lot of people didn't want to buy. So at the end, There was one time I took an entire box of the apple fritters, just a dozen of them, home with me because they were going to get thrown away.
I'm more disappointed you didn't even offer to share.
You had already left.
What?
Runner at first base, 2 outs. Here's Justin Jones, and he bounces it to the left side. Third baseman charging Mattis. On the run, he throws out Justin Jones. Good play by Gary Mattis at third base. And Gateway strands a man at first base after a 1-out single from Rosario. After 2 innings, it is the Otters 3, the Grizzlies nothing on the Otters YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Top of the third inning, it's Evansville 3, Gateway nothing with Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Lonnenbach. I'm Jevin Redmond. 2, 3, and 4 do it for the Otters against Matt Mulhern, the Gateway starter, now on tattoo, a 2-run shot to left field his first time up. Allen is now 10 for 19 with Evansville since he came back.
Is that good?
That's over 500.
That is over 500, yes.
Look at that math.
Good math. Here's a breaking ball on the turf. Allen also has 2 home runs now, 7 RBIs.
So, Big Red from University of Southern Indiana, I know you went to Ball State for a majority of it, but what is your actual degree from USI?
Radio and television.
Okay, and Jevin was like business and something smart, right?
I was business marketing, minor in radio and TV, yeah.
See, you did it the right way.
See, I had to do business calculus.
I could not do that. That's why I got
that's
my
why
degree in
I make
print
the big bucks
journalism.
now.
Print journalism. If you don't like math,
I will say if I could go back and do it again, I would probably take about the angle that Jevin did with getting a business degree major and then getting the minor in radio and TV so you can still do all that stuff and be qualified for all that stuff.
yeah, and it'd be fun because those would just turn up being your electives.
Well, and the biggest thing too is, and I don't know if this has played into your hand or not at all, but the marketing side of it's a really big help, I'm sure.
Yeah, I try to use that as a selling point. Hey, I can do more than just broadcast or talking to the microphone. But
enough, that's what marketing's all about.
I also would, if I could go back, I would have maybe have done a major in sports management, minor in radio and TV. That's the only thing I maybe would have swapped out, but too late now. Here's a foul ball on the right field line, and the count is still full on Josh Allen.
Because if you're good like you are, you really don't need a degree in radio, television, or a minor in it. You just need to have the voice
or have the portfolio. That's what it comes down to. Because in all my broadcasting gigs that I've gotten, I've never been asked, "Hey, do you have a degree in it?" It's, "Hey, let me see your website. Let me see your portfolio."
Correct. And my degree is print journalism. I don't have a degree in public address announcing. I never took a class.
Right. 3-2 on Josh Allen, leading off the top of the third, and the pitch jammed him. Fouls off. Good AB here by Allen.
So that'll be good advice for the next generation. Get your law degree, I guess, kind of like what Ryan Brown's doing now at Harvard. Get your law degree and also be good at announcing.
The 3-2 is pulled foul. Allen still alive, leading off the top of the third.
Mine included a multitude of things, including the broadcasting, journalism, multimedia, editing, and production. When it comes to the entire field.
Yeah, Preston went to the University of Evansville private school.
So you're pretty much just a telecommunications major.
Here's a 3-2 pitch. Allen tried to check his swing, but he went too far around for the strikeout. That's the first K from Matt Mulhern, and that is the first out here in the third.
I know my grandpa Clodfelter was always fascinated. I'd tell him, yeah, I'm doing public address at the University of Evansville, and my grandpa would always be flabbergasted. Well, you didn't go to the University of Evansville. You went to USI, so why don't they have their own UE person? No, he could never comprehend that.
Here's a pitch low to Jeffrey Baez.
I'd always tell him, well, it shows they like me.
Baez bounced out to third his first time up, and he just fouls this one off, 1-1.
By the way, Jevin, I do have to point out my great-uncle Don Brinkley and his umpiring buddies in Illinois, they made the road trip, and right before we went on our Otters Digital Network broadcast, he called me and asked by chance if I was on site doing this game, and I said no. Ironically, I'm doing it remotely in Evansville. I guess he's just a couple feet away from the actual press box at GCS Ballpark, and I've ran into him several times, not knowing he would be there and him not knowing I'd be there. So I have to give a shout out to him because him and his friends, they're rooting for the Otters tonight.
1-1 pitch to Baez, and he got under that pitch, lifts it a mile high on the infield. The second baseman calling for it. Rosario makes the catch, 2 outs. And Baez now 0 for 2. Well,
last time I saw him at GCS Ballpark, he was wearing a replica Gateway Grizzlies Frontier League ring that they had done as a promotion, and this was 2017, and I was wearing my authentic Otters championship ring from the year before, so we got a picture together.
I offered last night. We could have drove over there today for the series finale. You could have seen him. We could have had that great concession food. And
I kind of regret it now. You didn't tell me until 15 minutes prior that he was going to be there.
Here's Riley Crane, who popped out to short his first time up. Takes ball 1, and the next to him is pulled foul. Past Boots Day down at first base, 1-1.
See, I'm glad I didn't go, though, because I spent this afternoon chilling at my parents' pool and trying to make the most of August as I can.
I'm totally content being in the AC, on my couch, sweatshirt, sweatpants. I'm good. 2 balls and a strike on Crane. What about you, Jordan Fisher? How you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good. Shorts and a t-shirt. Can't complain.
Wearing his 90s shirt.
To be more specific as to what Zane is trying to describe.
Well, that's your job.
One from the Otters promotion from 90s Night that says Evansville Otters on it, and it has the Nickelodeon splat.
And who made sure you got a t-shirt?
Zane did. Because I made sure I told him every day leading up to that, except for the day of. And I'm glad that he remembered because I forgot to tell him the day of. I was dealing with a bunch of football stuff that day.
That night I got both that shirt as well from the Arc of Evansville, a great partner nonprofit in Vanderburgh County in the city of Evansville with the Evansville Otters and our friend Elsbeth Urbina. But I also got the How About Ya Bob and Tom Chick McGee shirt as well that night. So a lot of new shirts.
2-2 pitch is a line drive into left center field. A base hit for Crane. He takes a wide turnaround first. The throw goes in towards second, and it is a long single for Riley Crane with 2 outs. Good play by Woodcock to cut that ball off. Crane's 1 for 2.
And Preston knows, being the guy in charge of the promotional schedule and making that public online and on our social media, doing a great job with it. If there's a sponsored night at Bosse Field with the organization, there's a good chance if you're a part of that organization or that profession, you can walk away with some free stuff. Recently, we had Public Education Foundation night where they had really cool red Friends-themed T-shirts for teachers. And all you had to do was basically prove that you were a teacher, so just bring your EVSC ID. Yeah, it was Friends themed because I told the lady, it said, teachers, I'll always be there for you.
I say Friends in the TV show Friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Foul ball here to Davis, and also, I guess that pitch missed, so the count's 1-1 on the Otters DH, who flew out to right, ending the first inning. 3-0 Evansville, top of the third. The 1-1 is hit down the right field line. Moving back is Harris, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 2-out single by Crane. He's left at first base. 2.5 innings complete. It's 3-0 Otters on the Otters YouTube channel.
Welcome to a place that feels like home. A place that cares about all of you. Built to help you grow in more ways than you could possibly imagine. To make new friends, travel new paths, soar to new heights, and deepen your spiritual experience. Welcome to Oakland City University.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
You're looking live at GSC Ballpark with Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Lindenbach. I'm Jevin Redmond. 8-9-1 batters up against Polo Portela. He's looked pretty sharp so far through the first 2 innings. Has allowed 1 hit to Rosario, but otherwise 3 strikeouts, and the Otters are enjoying a 3-0 lead as Brian Pereira digs in, making his Grizzlies debut.
And so far, so good from Polo Portela. The Otters enjoying a 3-run lead.
On the first pitch, Pereira skies it high in the air. Left side of the infield, third baseman Gary Mattis makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Big Red, you know what that was, right?
A Zane Clodfelter at bat.
That was a Zane Clodfelter at bat. 1 pitch, 1 out. Just the way the doctor ordered.
I was getting ready to say it was a good start to the inning, but clearly Zane had to get his own promotion in.
It's a press box promotion within the confines of the press box.
One out, here's Jack Harris. And Harris swings and misses on a breaking ball from Portela. It's been a good pitch for him tonight, that curve for slider. And Harris is 7 for 20 at the dish. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs with the Grizzlies. Pitch is low and outside.
And Jevin, we have a couple of FrontierLeagueTV.com score updates for you. These are finals coming your way. First, Windy City falling at home to Joliet 10-5.
The 1-1 is hit out toward right center field. On the move is Penner. He looks up. Goodbye. Home run for Jack Harris. His 3rd home run of the season, a line drive to the short porch in right field, and he makes it a 3-1 game. Evansville still in front for Harris, his 6th RBI of the season. He homered last night, pretty well similar spot.
So he lives for the short porch in right field and didn't hit the signage on top of that slight mound. I would say the mound is probably a good 10 to 12 feet in terms of height beyond that right field wall.
And the first pitch to Abdiel Diaz. Knee high called strike. Diaz struck out swinging in the first.
There are 2 other finals, Jevin. I'll fill you in after this pitch.
From the wind, the 0-1. Diaz takes on the outside corner again, 0-2.
So the New Jersey Jackals beat the New York Boulders 4-3 at Yogi Berra Stadium out east. And then the big one for the Otters in the west, Southern Illinois, avoiding the sweep, beating Florence on the road 11-5 in that finale.
Otters will see the Miners on Tuesday in Marion, the 0-2. And the turf, 1-2 on Diaz.
Couple other games in progress. Sussex County on top of Tri-City 10-4 in the 7th. The second game of a doubleheader has Windy City on top of Joliet 4-2. Washington leading Ikeep Quebec 7-1. And Lake Erie and Schaumburg, they're scoreless. They just started.
There's a 1-2 offering for Diaz from Portela. Fouled back to the screen.
Which makes you wonder, that's really tough for Lake Erie. They're playing in Schaumburg. That game just started. It was scheduled for the latest game to start in the Frontier League on a Sunday, and they probably have one of the longer road trips back to Avon, Ohio.
Abdiel Diaz still the batter. Catcher Phillips sets up inside. The 1-2 offering is hit in the air. It's on the infield, third base side. Mattis, who is playing way off the third base line, moves over and makes the catch in foul territory for the second out.
With only one hand.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the NAIA Player of the Year. So he has some confidence with him, and Jordan Fisher can kind of vouch for how good of a start he had in an Otters uniform being signed out of NAIA baseball.
I'd have to double check it, but I believe his debut game, he had 2 doubles that game. Could have had a double and a triple.
Ball 1 to Prather, who struck out in the first.
And at the time, the Otters offense was a little sluggish, and his signing and acquisition provided a jolt there for the Otters for that homestand.
Yeah, we were joking he'd get picked up by the Minnesota Twins by the next day.
The 1-0 pitch. Missed outside, 2-0 on Prather.
I'm not going to sell Gary Mattis short, but he was fantastic and still is very valuable for the Otters. But no, Jordan Fisher was ready to become his agent and have him signed to a MILB deal.
Prather looking for a go pitch here on 2-0. He has 4 home runs on the season, and he rips it hard into center field. Ball hangs up, though, for... Well, it actually bounced before Gordon got to it. Camera was kind of late getting there to it. So it's a 2-out single for Prather and a line shot into center. And it extends the inning for Andres Regno.
By the way, one final thing that we had touched on earlier that we haven't tied up. I mentioned Brandon Taylor listening. He hasn't texted me the magic number, but Preston Leinenbach told me, per his formula in University of Evansville education, the magic number for the Otters to win the division is 14 for those trying to track it home.
I believe Preston said it was the remaining games +1 minus the difference in the loss column.
Plus the tiebreaker being in the Otters' favor kind of makes it easier.
Yeah.
That's what makes the magic number hard, is the tiebreaker.
So can we yell at Brandon next homestand for not listening to us?
Yeah, we'll give him some grief.
Does Bill ever text you? Bill McCune?
Bill does text. I miss. Bill McCune used to have the Daylight Gazette, and he no longer does that. He ceased that in the summer in June with a farewell column.
2-0 here on Regno, representing the tying run in the third inning. Evansville in front 3-1.
And basically the farewell column for the Daylight Gazette, which was Bill McCune's weekly newsletter updating family and friends on happenings in Daylight, Indiana, where he lives, and Elberfeld and North Carolina and everywhere else. He was just too busy. Didn't have time to do it anymore. I'm being honest.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Regno hits it out into right center field. Caught off the end of the bat a bit. And the center fielder Gordon shuffles over, makes the catch, ending in the Gateway third. They pick up a run on a solo shot from Jack Harrison after 3. It's Evansville 3, Gateway 1 on the Otters YouTube channel.
Every 6 minutes, a utility line is damaged due to reckless digging. So Indiana relies on these 811 superheroes. Derek the Builder.
I dig for a living, but I always contact 811.
Mary the Gardener.
Before I plant a tree, I contact 811.
And Mike the Contractor.
I contact 811 before I do my work.
Prevent damage or injury. Call 811 anytime or go online 811now.com. This message is sponsored by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission and this station.
Come be a part of a nationally recognized program in criminal justice. The Criminal Justice Program at Oakland City University provides students with in-depth knowledge in the fields of law enforcement, forensics, corrections, and juvenile justice. Learn through hands-on experiences and train in areas of investigative forensics, criminology, and police administration. A career-focused major is in your reach and all in a Christian university setting that feels like home. Oakland City University.
Top of the fourth inning, Evansville bats. Their lead has gone from 3 down to 2 because of a solo home run in the third inning from Jack Harris. 3-1 Otters, top of the fourth. Dakota Phillips leads things off. He flew out to center his first time up. Still here, Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, and Preston Leinebach. I'm Jevin Rudman on the Otters YouTube channel.
Otters Digital Network.
Engineer Preston Leinebach tonight. Do you want a headset or are you good?
Good.
Okay. He looks pretty content there to kick back.
I've got some more headsets in my car too because I have my broadcasting equipment for football.
Let's see how many people we can get in here. Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Bill Bussing showed up and wanted to do the game with us too.
Honestly, I would like Bill McCune to be over here one time. I think he would be amazed at our setup.
I think he would be too. He'd be blown away.
Yeah.
He would then ask, why can't he just do that at his house in Elberfeld and never show up at the ballpark again?
This is true.
We gotta have Bill at the
But
ballpark.
he wants the hot dogs.
Yeah. There's the 1-1 pitch to Phillips. Breaking ball inside corner, 1-2.
If you know Bill, it's really about the ribeyes. He always asks for a ribeye steak when you go to get his concession.
I know. I remember when he used to coach the game day staff workers over the grill as they were grilling. He wanted his sandwich to be made.
That's incredible.
Here's the 1-2 to Phillips and the turf, 2-2. Always fun at the ballpark with Bill. Looking forward to getting back with him. One final homestand. Of course, it'll be after this next week.
And he's looking forward to his double raw cheeseburger at Posse Field with extra onions. That used to be his go-to.
Double raw. Here's a pitch outside, 3-2.
He basically wants it as red as you can possibly safest have it red. If it's a little black, he won't.
Take it back.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like it. That's why he coaches them.
That's wild.
Payout pitch here to Phillips, and he rolls over on a pitch. First base side, it stays fair. First baseman bobbles, but recovers in time. The pitcher Mulhern covering. It goes 3-1 on the putout. Phillips is 0 for 2.
That was a great play by Mulhern there to cover, and a really good play by the first baseman to prevent that from getting down the line, because if so, that could have been extra bases with the way it caromed off the wall.
And so with one out, it brings in Gary Mattis. He walked and scored in the second inning. Also stole a pair of bags. Stole second, stole third. Here he takes an outside corner called strike.
So I was off the air at the top of the second when that was when Preston was talking about Billy's perfect mound. 0-1 low. It's now 1-1. I had mentioned, at least I said to Preston, that I think that was the third or fourth time at least this year that Mattis has stolen second base. I remember one game he stole it twice with 2 outs. Like twice in that game, both those instances having 2 outs in that situation, which is not really exactly an ideal time to steal third base.
2-1 pitch is lifted in the air, out toward right center field. Moving over as Woodcock, he makes a running grab in the gap in right center field. 2 outs.
But I will say, if you can steal third base because you're just that fast, then go ahead and do it.
Well, I think Mattis was somewhat determined to swipe third after Mulhern tried to pick him off 3 straight times.
And there's probably a good reason why Mulhern was trying to pick him off 3 straight times.
But look, he stopped doing that, and our game's gotten into a much better flow. Especially for him. He's kind of settled down a little bit.
Gary Mattis hasn't been on base since then. He just got out.
Brings in Andrew Penner, nobody on 2 outs. Penner walked, was left at third base in the second, the 1-0. That's on the corner, called strike. Counts even 1-1.
You know, Big Red, I had no idea watching this screen that Mattis had just gotten out. Thank you for filling me in.
For everyone that's listening, you can't see Zane staring at me.
1-2. Hey, Preston, when are we going to get those cameras in here like the Dan Patrick Show so everyone can watch us as we broadcast?
Can we do that? Can we do that right now?
Yeah, just go ahead and go get the cameras real quick.
No, I have an iPad. Can we just make that
1-2.
the live stream?
No, not tonight. Here's a foul ball first base side. I didn't put on my makeup. Not tonight.
I'm wearing Otters shorts.
I will say, I think Patrick's setup is like one of the best for TV.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
With the Danettes.
It's also the best talk show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I disagree.
1-2 pitch is a line drive foul.
Bob and Tom.
It's not sports talk. It's not sports talk.
Hold on.
I know where you were going with it.
I was
Don't even
going
deny
to
it.
say Bob
Oh,
and
yes,
Tom.
you were. Yes, you were.
You were 100%
Yes, you were.
Bob and Tom.
The 1-2 to Pinner. A little fly ball in the air to shallow right field. The right footer makes the catch. Jack Harris. Thankfully, the inning comes to an end before Zane Clodfeller talks about Bob and Tom. We go the whole half of the fourth.
It wasn't.
Evansville 3, Gateway 1 on the Otters YouTube channel.
We love our kids and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield offers health insurance for children up to age 18 at low or no cost. From doctor visits to dental care, Anthem is here to put resources at your fingertips and simple solutions within your reach. And that is something to smile about. Call 1-800-403-0864 to enroll today. To learn more, visit anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Three 3-1 Evansville as we go to home after the fourth inning. Grizzlies will have the 4, 5, and 6 batters up against Polo Portela, who has been, for the most part, excellent on the mound. He did allow a solo shot to Harris, but it wasn't a bad pitch out of half the plate, and Harris just stuck his bat out and hit over that short right field wall. And so Portela goes back to work here with Ty Moore, the DH, who popped out to first base his first time up. Portela glares in, has a sign he wants from Phillips, and winds and fires. Ground ball. Looks like it hurt up the first base line, strike one. He tied Moore up on that fastball running in.
And best part about Polo Portela so far through 3 innings is he hasn't issued a walk. So he's made those base runners actually earn it by getting base hits.
And struck out 3 batters. I was going to mention last inning. Everything with Portela, not too many pitches over the harder plate. Everything's out or half. Not giving the Grizzlies batters anything to hit easily. Now, the home run from Harris still wasn't a bad pitch. This one's outside 1-1. Otters trying to capture win number 50 of the season. Start plate 49-33.
Would they be the first team in the Frontier League to get to 50 wins?
Yeah, they have the best record in the Frontier League, Jordan.
Thank you, Zane. I don't have a stat pack in front of me.
The 1-1 pitch. That's on the corner, 1-2.
I check the standings every morning, and I check the attendance averages every morning. It's a routine.
Gosh.
I do not do that, so that would explain why you know that and I don't.
And plus research, because we did a lot of research.
In our production meeting from a few hours ago, right?
Yes.
That was mentioned, Jordan. Pay attention. The 1-2.
I didn't get that text.
He just ate the food.
It's outside 2-2.
There was food?
Was for me.
Rosario on deck, and then Woodcock here in the 4th inning for Gateway. Portela, who works from the first base side of the rubber, delivers on 2-2. And a fly ball out toward left center field. Moving back on it is Baez, and he makes the catch, a step on the warning track for the first out. Just tell you, any fly ball that's hit in this ballpark, you just kind of hold your breath and wait for the camera to pan out there because it's such a short porch.
And I want to know how. I mean, I've been to GCS Ballpark a handful of times. I never remember it being like a mile high in terms of altitude for how far the ball will carry there at times.
So 1 out. Here's Jose Rosario. He has one of the 3 Gateway hits. It came back in the second. Righty on righty. First offering. Swing and a miss. He chased one down in the turf.
Preston, did the Otters wear the gray Evansville uniforms on Friday? Good. Because they've worn the blues that say the Otters back-to-back nights.
0-1. That one's low and away. Counts even, a ball and a strike.
If I...
And on Friday, the Grizzlies were wearing themed jerseys.
So Preston says the Grizzlies were wearing themed jerseys on Friday.
I just got that update as well, I believe. Jevin, is this what you're looking at from the Colts?
Oh, no.
No? Okay, something different.
So what is the Colts update, Big Red?
T.Y. Hilton's expected to miss multiple games.
Oh, yeah, I saw that earlier. Ground ball to short. DeJesus throws low, picked by Crane at first base, and that's the second out.
The detail of it, though, is the important part of it. So I guess Frank Reich said it's a disc issue, so it becomes a more complicated injury.
Oh, just like Andrew Luck. Fantastic. Okay, so bye, T.Y. Hilton. Thank you.
They're going to be going through different meetings and evaluations and stuff. They know he's going to miss some time, but they're optimistic it's not season ending.
Pittman's the receiver of the future for the Indianapolis Colts anyway, so.
I will say, in the one area, I mean, the Colts running back and wide receiver, they are pretty deep, so.
Especially at running back.
Oh, yeah.
Which is their type of game lately, at least it was last year. That's how they went to the playoffs.
I mean, T.Y. is great to have healthy, but they've got plenty of wide receivers to kind of fill that void. Yep. First pitch here to Woodcock, runs away from him. He struck out back in the second.
I keep forgetting that during the Colts opener against Seattle, we'll be at Bosse Field for the regular season finale.
Sure will.
Sure will be.
Mm-hmm.
12:35 first pitch time on a dog days of summer. Don't miss it, September 12th.
The 1-0. Outside, catcher Phillips missed it. It went to the backstop. Well, it may have been a strike if he would have caught it. Instead, it's 2-0.
On Customer Appreciation Day, a.k.a. what I call it, Fan Appreciation Day, because it's same difference. We're just appreciating everybody who has come to Bosse Field this summer.
The Otters call it Customer Appreciation?
Inclusion of the sponsors and corporate partners.
So Preston says it's...
Maybe you bought a sign from us but didn't actually come to a game.
But if you buy a sign from the Evansville Otters, I assume you're a fan. That's my...
I side on the fan appreciation. That sounds better.
It just sounds more awkward and stiff.
I don't know what technically is the correct term, but fan appreciation. I've never heard customer appreciation for sports.
Well,
honestly.
Welcome to Evansville Otters baseball.
Hey, there's a first for everything.
I'm not trying to throw jabs. I'm just saying I've never heard of it. I'll let you do that, Preston. You can talk on my behalf.
Yes, and mine as well.
3-1 pitch here to Woodcock. Outside ball 4. Good job, Zane. You mentioned Portell had not walked anybody. There's the jinx. That's all right. 2 out walk to Woodcock.
That's because your wood floors are fake.
They were freshly mopped yesterday, so.
They are very shiny.
You expected floor insulation to be directly from real wood.
Considering the amount of trees in Indiana, I figured it wouldn't be that hard to find.
How's your back feel tonight, Zane?
Kind of good because I'm resting my elbows.
Oh, I was just curious because Jordan's tossed you under the bus about 4 times tonight. You've been run over a few times by that bus.
That's what I say off the record that matters.
Here's a fly ball in the air to center field. Oh, he just missed it. Gordon comes in. He makes the catch as Jones had a good swing but cut it off the end, and they strand that 2-out walk Woodcock at first base. So after 4, it's Evansville 3, Gateway 1 on the Otters Digital Network.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
This game moves into the fifth inning. Evansville enjoying a 3-1 lead here at Gateway with Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Lineback. I'm Jevin Redmond. Zane's mom is listening in tonight on the Otters YouTube channel. I am not disappointed in her tonight. Last night she wasn't listening. Tonight she is, so I'm back to being neutral.
Hey, your mom always gets positive grades from me. Give my mom a positive grade.
Tonight she does because she's listening.
Your mom makes us cookies.
Well, your mom took care of me last fall with the cookout for IU football. I heard there's going to be one on Saturday. I might swing by.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer.
Get that grill fired up. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Gordon. He takes on the outside corner, called strike. 1-1. Miles drove in a run back in the second, scoring Gary Mattis.
Pool will still be open on Saturday. It wasn't for when you stopped by for that Michigan game in October.
Here's a pitch low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hopefully the sun is not out on Saturday so I don't burn in 20 minutes.
Same.
Gordon hits a ground ball to the right side, fielded by the first baseman, and flips to the pitcher covering. 3-1 on the putout, the first out in the fifth inning. I'm waiting for your phone to ding from a text message from your mom. I'm waiting.
I just saw her and enjoyed the accommodations with the free pool access. It's a perk of your parents still living in the same town as you, or vice versa, the child not leaving the hometown that they grew up in.
Saturday, it's a high of 84 degrees. Of course, we'll get some rain early this week in Evansville. Really cool things off. On Tuesday, high is 75, low is 66.
Really? So are we actually supposed to get rain and impact from what is Hurricane Ida now in Louisiana?
I believe so, yeah. The 1-0 pitch is pulled foul down the right field line from DeJesus, batting for the third time tonight. He's 1 for 2.
Because I was watching ABC earlier today, and it looked like the track had it going like over Bowling Green, but I didn't know if that was going to stretch far enough to hit us north of the river.
I don't know if we're going to get like the major impact from it, but phone does say 80% chance of rain Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, sunny, high of 82. Thursday, sunny, high of 81. Here's a fly ball deep into right, at the track, at the wall. Long gone. Solo shot for Andy DeJesus. His second hit of the night. He now has a double and a home run. Home run number 3 of the season for DeJesus, and the Otters had their 3-run lead back. It's 4-1 here in the fifth.
Hashtag Psycho Watch, because he has a home run and a double, so he still has to get, I think, Big Red, the hardest thing to get.
The single.
The triple.
Of course, Zane. Of course, that's the hardest one.
Well, I don't know. Big Red Gordon is in the doghouse.
We've got like 2 games going on. We've got a game here between Zane and Jordan, and we've got the Otters game going on.
We love to antagonize each other.
Our main press going to have to separate them at some point tonight.
We are separated.
That's the best part. And the funny thing is, when you asked Zane about how his back felt earlier, I thought you were talking about his posture in the chair, because he's sitting in the office chair and he's sitting kind of forward. And so, like, the elbows answer was a legitimate answer.
It was, yeah.
No,
it caught me off guard.
Personal foul.
Kind of looks like an elderly guy kind of hunched over in the chair. Kick back, relax, and watch some Otters baseball, Zane.
That's the funny thing, too, is, so Preston just alluded to it. One of Zane's big things to do in the press box is to give people personal fouls if they do something that is just a little bit off of what the normal is or whatever. So I'm really surprised I haven't been hit with like 6 personal fouls.
Here's a curveball upstairs, 2-2 on Allen, who has a 2-run home run tonight.
The personal foul started in 2017, where it was, I guess, what has been called passive-aggressiveness. It was my passive-aggressive way of basically saying, hey, do something that you're not currently doing.
There's a fly ball in the air to right. Trotting in is Jack Harris, and he makes the catch for the second out. Josh Allen now 1 for 3.
No, Lucas W. Corley, our broadcaster in 17, you know. he would get some personal fouls just because, as the voice of the broadcast and someone that, kind of just try to put him in order subtly.
So 2 outs. Here's Jeffrey Baez looking for his first hit tonight. He has bounced out to third, also popped out to second. And a big swing and a miss, strike one, as Mulhern blew a fastball by him.
And now Lucas W. Corley is a educator at Whiteland High School in the Indianapolis area. So, Jevin, if you're ever refereeing up in the Indy area at Whiteland, just know Lucas W. Corley is probably producing the stream on Champions Network.
Baez sends a fly ball deep into right. Moving back is Harris at the wall. This one's gone. A home run for Jeffrey Baez. He does it again. Home run number 5 for Baez, the second home run in this inning for Evansville, and they're in front 5-1.
Is the camera angle was a little off. Did that actually hit off the wall, or was that a cheapie just over the porch?
That hit off the, I thought
it hit off
grass, the hill, didn't it?
Straight to the grass.
Yeah.
Okay, so it didn't.
It didn't hit off the wall. I think it just.
So that could have been like a double at Bossy Field then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Onto the berm in right center field. So 2 home runs in this inning to Jesus and Baez, the solo variety. And in stands Riley Crane. How about back-to-back from a left-hander? The pitch, a swing and a drive. You ask and you shall receive. Back-to-back jacks. Crane sends one to right. It's 6-1 Evansville. Home run number 16.
Now that was hit off the wall. That was a lot more forceful.
He grooved a fastball to him, and Crane said, "Thank you very much." Home run number 16 of the season. RBI number 70. It's a 2-hit night for Riley Crane. 6-1 Evansville.
No, the power here from the Evansville Otters offense on full display at GCS Ballpark, taking full advantage of that right field area right where they couldn't on Friday and Saturday.
You can look right now. I was not watching the live stats, which is ahead. I just had a feeling. Every once in a while you get lucky if you guess enough. Here's a called strike on the corner to Davis.
Sometimes you can talk it into existence, Jevin.
Davis is 0 for 2. And he sends one foul down the right field line both times. He has flew out to the right fielder, Jack Harris.
Now you're going to tempt your power here by asking for back-to-back.
They've already had 3 out of 4.
But that's not back-to-back,
it's
Gordon.
Not back-to-back.
The 0-2 is a base hit into center. So the inning continues. That's now 4 hits in this frame off of Mulhern.
And you might want to get somebody warmed up in this Grizzlies bullpen. We don't have a camera angle that shows down the third base line where the Grizzlies would be warming up, but they're at least chatting about the current situation, given that the Otters have done some damage here, Jevin, at the top of the 5th.
Looks like Mulhern's already at 95 pitches after giving up that base hit, too, per the live stats.
And coming into this inning, he was still, in decent shape for a win. If he would have stayed in through the 5th and Gateway gave him some runs to let him leave going into the 6th with the lead, he would have qualified for the win.
So runner at first base, 2 outs. Here's Dakota Phillips, the Evansville catcher. He flew out to center. He's also bounced out to first base. The pitch. That is... Oh, they called a balk. Okay, that's what it was.
Oh, so
that pitch was right down the middle, and no one signaled a strike.
I was confused about it too.
Yeah, no.
Davis moved to second base on the balk.
Well, and the funny thing is, I have the live stats pulled up, and it showed up as a ball initially, and I was like, "Wait, was that a ball right down like the middle?"
So now we know what the official scorer truly thought of the pitch, and he's the home field Gateway official scorer. He thought that was a ball.
1-0 pitch to Phillips from the righty, Mulhern. There's a strike, knee-high outside corner.
Fortunately, it's not Scott.
Yeah. It's not Scott Cummings anymore, and Preston makes a great point. The last time I went to GCS Ballpark, I brought Scott Cummings up because he was the official scorer through the 2019 season, was the SID at McKendree University. Jevin knows him well.
The 1-1. Tapper foul. Phillips behind the count, 1-2.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Scott Cummings succumbed to cancer, and so I really did miss him. He utilized the whiteboard in the most effective way as an official scorer without having to yell it. Like I do at Bossy Field, he would write it down and then flash it long enough for us to acknowledge, and then he would flip it for the other side. So thinking of him.
1-2 is the count on Phillips. Man at second base, 2 outs, and Mulhern steps off.
Which would you say is more effective? Which method?
The whiteboard or the yelling?
I would say the whiteboard, but Bossy Field, we don't have a whiteboard for me to write it on. So, plus we have the barriers for the broadcast.
You actually do have one.
But the barriers with the wall, you'd have to.
Yes, you have to lean back.
By the way, I gave my best Zane impersonation with the attendance announcement on Friday or Thursday night.
Did you say 10,120 people?
So Preston's talking about the Zane impersonation. For the attendance, I do like to announce the attendance, and at the very end, if it's not a sellout, I specify that it isn't a sellout.
When's the last time Evansville's had a sellout?
2018.
18. What was a special night? Here's the 1-2 pitch to Phillips. Outside. What was a special night?
I can't remember exactly. I know the biggest crowd in Otters history was the 8,253, and that was Breast Cancer Awareness Night with Marathon, which the Otters still had. But I think with, the pandemic and coming back from a year without baseball, we still had a great crowd on Breast Cancer Awareness Night, but more closer to 3,800 than the 8,000.
2-2 count on Phillips. The pitch to him is bounce foul. This has been a long top of the fifth inning for Mulhern, as he has allowed 4 hits, 3 solo home runs, and also a single.
So Elijah McNamee is chilling in the middle of the Otters bullpen, and Cam Ellison, the visiting clubby, is in attendance, sitting directly behind the Otters bullpen in the front row of the seats down the right field line.
Another 2-2 pitch for Phillips and a swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball down in the zone, and the Otters' fifth inning comes to an end. But 3 solo home runs from DeJesus, Baez, and Crane. Halfway home, it's Evansville 6, Gateway 1 on the Otters Digital Network.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Home half the fifth inning, and Gateway now in a 5-run hole. Evansville with 3 runs at the top of the fifth inning. They're in front 6-1. 8-9-1 batters up against Polo Portela, who has been cruising for the most part tonight. He'll deal with the first baseman, Brian Pereira, who popped out to third, leading off the third inning. And the first offering from Portela is right down central, called strike, 0-1. We're having a discussion off the air about what time everyone wakes up in the morning. Zane, what time do you get up in the morning then?
8:30. It's early enough for me to see the last 30 minutes of Good Morning America on ABC.
8:30 would be nice. Here's a pitch on the corner, 0-2.
But with the way my work is, working at Bossy Field, then in journalism, a lot of the work involves night assignments, so you have to have free time sometime. For me, it's in the morning.
The 2-strike pitch here to Pereira. And it's hit down the left field line. This one will go into the seats, I believe. Yep, out of play.
One fan really protecting himself.
He was going for it.
Yeah.
Son, I guess.
had second thoughts about trying to bear a hand while running down flights of stairs.
The funny thing is, one of the guys that was protecting himself, the ball wasn't even close to him.
Well, he's a coward.
And I'm the one getting thrown under the bus. One was saying get thrown under the bus.
Here's the 0-2 in the turf, 1-2 to Pereira.
Just called some random fan a coward because he was trying to protect himself from a foul ball he didn't see.
I'm not talking face to face with that random fan I just called a coward. You're talking face to face with me.
Some could argue you saying that is cowardly.
And we go to Kipley's together and have a great time, though we invited him tonight.
And Jordan said no. The 1-2 is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Early in the morning because I have work in the morning at 6:30.
I mean, this game, God willing, is going to last less than 3 hours.
You're right. I'm still going to try to go to bed by 10. The deep sigh.
Here's the 2-2 offering to Pereira. Off the end of the bat. Good off-speed pitch there by Portela. And Portela, pitch count-wise, is at 66 pitches, so fairly efficient.
Just what the doctor ordered with the bullpen and the tough stretch coming up.
Should have a chance to make it through 7 tonight. The 2-2 to Pereira, who's making his Grizzly debut this evening. And a ground ball hit to the right side. First baseman there to gobble up. That is Riley Crane, 3 unassisted for the first out.
As Bill would call him, the vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
The Hoover vacuum cleaner. And it's interesting, the 13 consecutive games. So I'll pose this question to you guys here in the bottom of the 5th with Evansville leading 6-1 with an out, is over the final, assuming Evansville holds on here, it's a 6-1 lead. What do you think the Otters will have to go the final 13 games to lock down the West? What needs to be the win-loss record?
They have 3 games against Southern, right? And then it's 4 against Schaumburg and 3 against Joliet and Lake Erie. Is that right?
So it's 16 games, right?
No, it's 13.
3, 7, 13. It's
13, yeah. That's right. I was counting those series. So 13 games.
Do I get the result of how many games they won against Southern Illinois?
I would say 8-5 locks up the division, would be my record.
But how many of those wins are coming against Southern?
I don't think it matters at that stage of the game with Southern and Florence still playing each other.
This is true.
Yeah, I think 9 wins for sure gets you the division. 8.
I think 8 makes it iffy. Because if you lose all 3 to Southern, then all of a sudden all 3 teams are within 1 game of one another. If, say, Southern or Florence sweeps the other, then...
Yeah, but still then Evansville would go 8-2 over the final 10. If
right.
Fair.
So yeah, I think 8 could get the job done. 9 would lock it up. That would be my prediction.
If they get 9 with our current record of 49 wins, that would be the best record in Evansville's history for a season. 57 a couple times, but they never got to 58.
Okay, so 58 is a target we're shooting for here. As Harris pops one up down the first base line, Crane moves over, makes the catch in foul territory for the second out. It is pretty wild. We're talking about, most wins in franchise history, and it doesn't necessarily guarantee a playoff spot at this point.
Well, that's the last time the Otters were going for the franchise mark in wins. They were dealing with Florence and trying to lock down the division in 2019.
Mm-hmm. 2 outs, nobody on. The batter is Abdiel Diaz, leadoff hitting third baseman for Gateway as he takes a pitch upstairs, ball 1. Diaz tonight has struck out. He's also popped out to third. Next pitch is a strike, and the count's even 1-1. Portela trying to work. A 1-2-3 5th inning. He has worked 1-1-2-3 inning. That was back in the first.
That would be big just for his confidence.
And the 1-1 pitch, a ground ball to second. There is Josh Allen. Gobbles it up and throws out Abdiel Diaz, ending the Gateway 5th. So it's a 1-2-3 5th for Portela. And after 5, Evansville enjoying a 6-1 lead here in Gateway on the Otters YouTube channel.
Welcome to a place that feels like home. A place that cares about all of you. Built to help you grow in more ways than you could possibly imagine. To make new friends, travel new paths, soar to new heights, and deepen your spiritual experience. Welcome to Oakland City University.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Top of the sixth inning, Evansville in front, 6-1 over Gateway. Otters have hit 4 home runs tonight as Mattis digs in. The third baseman takes inside ball 1. So ladder 3 due up here. And also a new pitcher in. It is Easterwood for the Grizzlies as the night is over for their starter, Matt Mulhern. He went 5 innings.
Colton Easterwood, correct?
Yes. And a fly ball in the air to center. Woodcock has a beat on it. Backing up. The left-hander makes the catch, and Mattis is out.
He pitched in Evansville the last time these two teams faced off in the previous series. And speaking of which, Colin, the broadcaster for the Gateway Grizzlies, along with Nate Gatter, reached out to me via text last night asking why I didn't want to go back to GCS Ballpark this year. But I told him, hey, I'm doing it remotely, and he does not have that same opportunity. He actually has to travel, he said. So he'd much rather prefer to do it remotely like we've done it here the last couple road series.
Here's a strike to Penner, who is 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. He's flew out to right. And the next pitch to him is a swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him. Good off-speed delivery there by Easterwood as the final line on Mulhern. 5 innings, 6 runs, all earned 8 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He is in line for the loss if nothing changes. The 0-2 pitch to Penner. Breaking ball, strike 3 called outside corner as Easterwood makes quick work of Penner.
That's what you want to have if you're the Gateway Grizzlies. You're trying to stay in the game, and with this ballpark, it's only in the 6th inning, so there's still a lot of time and a lot of chances for the Grizzlies to kind of claw their way back into it. See what I did there, Jordan?
Nice pun.
I did. Looks like it's also Easterwood's 5th appearance this season against Evansville.
Oh, man.
Nope.
And a fly ball out toward right center field. Diving attempt by Harris. He can't make the catch as he loses his hat. Gordon into second base with a 2-out double, his 15th double of the season. And for Gordon, his second hit tonight, he's 2 for 3.
Harris, though, with a beautiful lock of hair with the hat falling off.
Thought the ball was going to hang up there in time for Harris to get over there, but in a diving attempt and kind of skipped off the turf, off his mitt, rolled away just a tad, and Gordon has himself a double. And now an RBI opportunity for DeJesus, who has a home run and a double tonight.
A well-earned double, though. It wasn't a cheapie, and one that Harris, if he would have had just maybe a half step sooner, could have made that catch.
Last time up, DeJesus hit a home run.
When need a triple for Cycle Watch.
And a pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. Even if he gets a single here, you're still on triple watch or on cycle watch.
Yeah, but then the cycle becomes a lot more realistic.
Oh, sure, but
yeah, hashtag cycle watch.
If he gets the triple, we can tweet that out.
But if he doubles or hits a home run, he's not really on cycle watch anymore because he's probably not going to bat 2 more times, is what I'm saying. Here's a foul ball, third base side, 1-1.
You don't think so? With the success the Otters have had, being in the top of the 6th, I could say he.
Well,
yeah, but at that moment he wouldn't be on cycle watch,
right? Because
he only has 2 boxes checked.
Bats in 3 innings, I don't think that's going to happen. So you would need to get a single or a triple here if you want to have a true cycle watch.
Mm-hmm. The 1-1 to Jesus. Low in the turf. That one skips away from the catcher Regno. And galloping up to third is Gordon.
And I'm going to ask Preston, because I don't know it, and I don't know if it's in the media guide. Do we know the Otters' last cycle? I do not know. And so that's like, I know a lot of things, but that is one thing I.
2-1 to Jesus, and a tapper foul off his ankle. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the shortstop.
If Preston nails this, he's getting like a 200% on a 100% scale in terms of knowing the Otters, because that's a little more difficult to find. That'd be maybe a question for Bill Bussing, which he would be familiar with from probably 2002 to 2003 on.
Right-hander Easterwood steps off the mound.
So if it happened from 95 through 2001, that would be something that you'd have to look, I guess, in the Courier and Press archives for.
DeJesus takes a curveball right down the middle, and he gets the ring up, ending the Evansville 6. So a 2-out double from Gordon. He moved to third on a wild pitch. He's left there, and after 5.5, it is Evansville 6, Gateway 1 on the Otters YouTube channel.
Every 6 minutes, a utility line is damaged due to reckless digging. So Indiana relies on these 811 superheroes. Derek the Builder.
I dig for a living, but I always contact 811.
Mary the Gardener.
Before I plant a tree, I contact 811.
And Mike the Contractor.
I contact 811 before I do my work.
Prevent damage or injury. Call 811 anytime or go online 811now.com. This message is sponsored by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission and this station.
Come be a part of a nationally recognized program in criminal justice. The Criminal Justice Program at Oakland City University provides students with in-depth knowledge in the fields of law enforcement, forensics, corrections, and juvenile justice. Learn through hands-on experiences and train in areas of investigative forensics, criminology, and police administration. A career-focused major is in your reach, and all in a Christian university setting that feels like home. Oakland City University.
Polo Portela still working in this game. Grizzlies bat in the 6th. Evansville in front, 6-1. Good part of their order up, starting with the second place hitting left fielder Jay Prather. Strike 1 on the corner. He's 1 for 2 tonight.
So Preston gets a 250% because he found O.J. Garza in 2004 with a cycle for the Otters and David Robinson in 1997 with a cycle for the Otters on record.
The 1-strike pitch runs away from Prather, 1-1.
And if there are others and you can remember them that happen between, it's not on record, so tweet us at Evansville Otters on Twitter. Let us know.
Prather is singled. He's also struck out tonight. Open stance from the left side. And that paints the outside corner as Portela has been wearing out that spot tonight and getting the call 1-2.
And again, I feel like to the left-handed batters, that has been a strike zone on that outer half of the plate, but for the righties, it's been called a ball.
A 1-2 pitch for Prather. That pitch is too far outside, and we're even now. Off day tomorrow, and then at the minors on Tuesday. 7:05 first pitch. Jordan Fisher will have the play-by-play on Tuesday. 2-2 pitch. Popped up foul.
I'll be on assignment Tuesday and Thursday, but hope to see you guys on Wednesday.
I'll be on assignment as well Tuesday, Jordan, so you and Preston have the broadcast.
There we go. Yeah. We're going to be doing the game at Bossy Field tomorrow.
Broadcast live from Bossy Field on Tuesday.
Might be able to invite Bill McCune to the broadcast.
That would be a good time to have Bill.
Mm-hmm.
He would be really confused because we'd be at the field, nobody would be there.
He wouldn't be able to get his hot dog.
This is true. Well, no, he might be able to. Maybe.
Who's making it?
I don't know.
KJ, we need a hot dog for Bill.
2-2 is a ground ball to second. Allen gobbles it up and throws out Prather, who's now 1 for 3, the first down here in the 6th.
Special shout out to KJ Thomas, who is our operations guru. Does just a load of things for the franchise in terms of maintenance of parts of Bossy Field our fans had no idea existed, but also oversees the game day staff with the concessions and really does a good job. He makes sure every game there's popcorn, which one of my favorites.
He did wonders yesterday.
Preston says he knocked it out of the park for Holofest, so our tip of the cap to KJ.
Breaking ball on outside to Andres Regno, the Grizzlies catcher. He has hit the ball to center both times up, and Gordon has made the catch both times, so he's 0 for 2.
So I got something to point out about that cycle thing that we had talked about earlier with Garza.
Okay, in 2004?
Per Preston, as the 1-0 swung on and missed it, it's 1-1. And I'm sure we're looking at this same website. It was rsportscentral.com, who I guess used to copy press releases. The Otters scored 10 first-inning runs in this game, built a 12-0 lead against the Florence Freedom back then in 2004. They went on to win 20-10. 1-1's a called strike. So after they scored 2 more runs in the third, it was 12-0. Florence then scored 7 in the fifth to make it 12-7. Then Evansville scored 8 more runs to make it 20-7. That was at the time the most runs that the Otters had ever scored at Bossy Field. I don't know if that still stands or not at 20 runs. And at the time, Garza broke the team record for RBIs in a single game with 7.
I feel like the 7 has been eclipsed.
It might have been.
In my time since 2011. I'm trying to search my brain files to see if I can pull it out.
Here's a 2-2 pitch to Regno. Nobody on, 1 out in the 6th. And the pitch is just a tick low, full count.
Because the first person I would think of someone who could break the 7 RBI in a game would be Andrew Clark. And if it wasn't Andrew Clark, I'd say Shane Houck. And that's not even bringing up Josh Allen and John Schultz and Nick Baylog, Jeremy Nowak.
3-2 offering is ripped down the left field line, and it is a fair ball all the way to the wall. Baez quickly to get to it, fires it into second. It's cut off, and good job by Baez. Get that ball back in quickly, holding Regno to a 1-out single.
A lot of long singles at this ballpark. You really have to, basically, if you want to guarantee a double, you have to hit it just inside both of the bags down the lines and then have it ricochet and take a weird bounce off of the wall along the seating.
So 1-on-1 out here is Ty Moore, the DH, as Gateway tries to creep back in this game. Righty on lefty here. Moore has 3 home runs on the season, 16 RBIs. And he yanks it down the right field line, hooking, and it's foul. Down into that corner. Don't think it was home run distance, but it would have gone for extra bases. Instead, it's a strike 1.
Somebody for the Otters the bullpen, it looked like right along the line they were doing butterfly stretches, which means they are in the early stages of getting loose to potentially come in. I did not get a good look at who it was, but yeah, they're at least doing butterfly stretches, which in PE class in elementary school, that was the first stretch we did before physical activity. And Preston says it's Augie Gallardo.
The 0-1 offering to Ty Moore. That's on the corner. Good fastball from Portella. Nothing in 2.
And he wears 36 or 34, Preston. I knew it. Because 34 is Samson Abernathy, correct? That's right.
Otters have not turned a double play yet tonight. Portella would like to get one here. And the 0-2 pitch to Moore. Ground ball to short, could be 2. Out at second. The throw to first, double play. 6-4-3 ends the Gateway 6th. That erases a 1-out single from Andres Regno. So Portella cruising through 6. Otters in front 6-1 on the Otters Digital Network.
We love our kids and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield offers health insurance for children up to age 18 at low or no cost. From doctor visits to dental care, Anthem is here to put resources at your fingertips and simple solutions within your reach. And that is something to smile about. Call 1-800-403-0864 to enroll today. To learn more, visit anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Top of inning number 7. Otters in front, 6-1. Colton Easterwood working his second inning of work out of the Gateway bullpen. He deals with Josh Allen, and Allen takes a called strike. Thigh high on the inside corner. Allen has hit a 2-run home run tonight. He's also struck out and flew out to right field. Allen taps home plate, crowds the plate just a bit, working inside, and the 0-1 is cut on a miss, nothing in 2. We'll get one more scoreboard update from Zane Clodfelter here in just a second. Trying to get the first half of the game, the second half of the game as we work in the 7th. 6-1 Evansville. The 0-2, Allen takes a slow curve outside. Evansville scored 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the 5th. The Grizzlies got their single tally in the 3rd on a solo shot from Jack Harris. Otters tonight have cranked 4 home runs. Allen a 2-run shot, also a solo shot from DeJesus, Baez, and Crane. As the count is 2-2 on Allen.
Jevin, there was a doubleheader in the Frontier League today. Joliet taking game 1 against Windy City in Chicago 10-5. That second game, Joliet winning 8-4. So taking both in a doubleheader sweep.
Allen pops this pitch up foul, first base line, so still 2-2. And the next breaking ball, Allen pulls it foul.
The big game for Evansville in terms of scoreboard watching was earlier today at Y'all's Ballpark in Florence, Kentucky, with the Miners avoiding a sweep on the road against the Y'alls 11-5, meaning that Evansville has a 1-game lead right now on Florence and a 3-game lead on Southern Illinois.
The 2-2 pitch, a curveball, and that is above the belt. Easterwood wanted the call, 3-2, and some chirping from the Gateway side.
2 other finals for you. Washington beating Keep Quebec at Wild Things Park 7-1. And New Jersey Jackals downing the New York Boulders 4-3.
Allen hits it deep down the left field line, hooking foul. Good at bat here from Josh.
A couple of other games in progress for you. And I said Joliet got the sweep. That game is still in progress, top of the 5th. So my apologies there, 8-4. Sussex County on top of Tri-City 11-9 in the 8th. And then Lake Erie leading Schaumburg 6-1, which is big because Schaumburg currently leading the division on the Midwestern Conference the other half.
Josh Allen draws a leadoff walk. Excellent AB from him to start the 7th. He's on base for the 2nd time tonight.
And Schaumburg really has had a easy run of it so far this season. They've had a steady division lead. They're only 4 games over 500 compared to the Otters, who are 16 over 500. But Evansville right now with a 1-game lead. Schaumburg enjoying a 6.5 game lead over second place Windy City, with Lake Erie 10 under and 7 back.
Here is Jeffrey Baez, who has homered tonight, and he lifts a high fly ball deep into left, racing back to the wall, looking up, it's gone. Jeffrey Baez is on fire. His 2nd home run of the night, home run number 6 in a very short time with Evansville. And for the Otters, it is their 5th home run tonight. It's 8-1 Evansville in the 7th. My goodness, Jeffrey Baez.
Did you see how disappointed and just frustrated Easterwood looked? He turned around and saw it, and you could see Baez, he knew it was gone, and he kind of just didn't know what else to do, just kind of plopped his arms to his side and asking, what do I have to do to get this guy out?
In fuego is what you'd say right now with Baez. Mercy. Why even? Well, it's a 6-1 game, so I can pitch around it, but I'm saying now big spots. Why would you even pitch to Baez at this point?
I mean, he's been on a tear this entire past week.
Base is empty now with nobody out, and Riley Crane went back-to-back with Baez in the 5th. Will he do it again?
That's a great question, but if you're Easterwood, are you more upset with the catcher for throwing down the sign for the pitch that you threw, or yourself for throwing it?
Right back up the middle, a base hit, and Riley Crane has himself a 3-hit night. He's 3 for 4.
According to what we were told before he arrived in Evansville Baez last week in Kane County, he was hit a lot of home runs and on fire as well. So it's carried over despite his transition to new teams.
Kane County, the Cougars.
It was a big ballpark, too.
Very big ballpark, and the Otters getting both Jeffrey Baez and Josh Allen from them. I'm starting to wonder how they were not doing so hot in the American Association with those 2 guys doing the production they've had for the Otters so far.
In stands J.R. Davis. He takes a curveball high. Davis singled his last time up. And now he checks the swing. They appeal down to first. No swing, I don't think. Yeah, counts 2-0 on Davis, who's also lined down and flew out to center. Upstairs, 3-0, and Easterwood a bit flustered after leadoff walk, a 2-run home run, and a single. The 3-0. Turn him loose, ground ball left side, between the hole at short and third. So the Otters' first 4 batters here in the 7th inning have reached safely. Back-to-back singles from Crane and Davis, 2 on, nobody out.
Not to get greedy here, but I honestly would not mind a little couple more insurance runs. We saw Friday was a very weird game. Last night was a weird game with Evansville having a 4-run lead.
Well, earlier this season, Evansville scored 9 runs of their own in the top half of the 9th of a game to win a game.
Lake Erie on August 7th. That was crazy. I was actually in the state of Ohio on the southern half of the state on assignment elsewhere, and I had checked and saw that the Otters were losing 10-4 heading to the 9th. And so, well, that's a bummer and disappointment. And then I read Preston's press release about 2 hours later and didn't believe it.
Well, in stands Dakota Phillips. He's 0 for 3 tonight. 2 on, nobody out. Already 2 runs home in this inning. Evansville in front 8-1. And he swings it and fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1.
So he's due for a home run.
I was thinking about it, about predicting it again. Had a pretty good swing at that first pitch from Easterwood. He's not been fooling people here in the 7th. And the 0-1. That's in the turf, blocked by the catcher, Regno. How late does Dairy Queen stay open on Sundays?
I can look.
I was going to do an ice cream run into this game. There's the 1-1 pitch to Phillips. That is a strike on the corner, 1-2. That's normally a Sunday night thing.
It's like the Green River location.
No, there's one on North Green.
That's the Green River location. Closes at 9 p.m.
Ooh, we better pick it up a little bit.
Kipley stays open till 11.
They don't sell ice cream.
They don't have ice cream.
They have dessert. They have the churros.
Yes,
they did.
1-2 pitch / foul, third base side. What about Culver's?
I think probably 9 as well. That's their normal, just weekday hours.
Culver's on Hirschland Road closes at 10 p.m.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could DoorDash it, but it's kind of hard to DoorDash ice cream, isn't it?
Yeah. Just go to Culver's. And
yeah.
But that's
Freddy's. There's a Freddy's too, but I don't really like Freddy's.
I don't either. The spices on the fries throw me off.
GD Ritzy's is open till 10.
Go to GD Ritz.
Yeah. Here's a line drive down the right field line. It's a fair ball all the way down in the corner. That'll score Crane from second base. And diving in head first with an RBI double is Dakota Phillips. Davis goes first to third. And the first 5 batters have reached in the 7th for Evansville. They're in front 9-1.
If you're listening to our broadcast and you want ice cream, my Evansville native recommendation, and Preston's the other Evansville native because Jordan Fisher and Jevin Redmond grew up in surrounding counties of Vanderburgh County, I would say GD Ritzy's.
I like GD Ritzy's. Yeah, that might be my option tonight. Yeah.
Licks would be my runner-up because you can get the ice cream balls.
Here's a ground ball to second. That'll score a run. That's Davis from third. Phillips moves to third base, and Mattis gets an RBI ground out 4-3. It's 10-1. Yes.
So it's basically like ice cream and a ball that's basically, portable, and you pop it in and it's coated in chocolate.
Do we have to describe what ice cream balls are? I think everyone understands what they are.
They're called chocolate creams.
Yes,
they are.
And they're strawberry creams. Yes, I was looking for the actual term of it.
I never call them cream. I just call them ice cream balls. Do you ever call them creams?
I think that's what they're actually.
No, they are, but I'm saying, do you ever call them ice cream?
No.
Okay.
Because I want them to know what I'm actually talking about.
Good, I'm not the only one. Okay. Here's what is your favorite flavor of the ice cream? Creams or balls?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. That sounds good too. Got a $5 coupon to Licks in there.
And there's a Licks downtown as well.
What time do they close?
Licks.
Here's a swing and a miss, 2-1. I got to figure out my options here before it's the end of the game.
Which one? The one on Lincoln Avenue or downtown?
Well, I'm not going downtown.
So Lincoln Avenue, 10 p.m.
10. Okay. Yeah, we're all right.
That's what I kind of figured. I was like, maybe he's feeling a little bit.
I kind of want to go to Licks before we go to Kipley's.
There's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Jones throws out Penner, but he gets the job done, driving in Phillips from third base. RBI for Penner, number 31 of the season. Otters in front, 11-1.
By the time the Otters get back on I-64 to head back east towards Evansville after the game tonight, the only place that might be open on the stop home might be Jack in the Box.
Ever had Freshest Big Boy? That restaurant?
If I did, I must have been young and I don't remember it. I know it's popular in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. That just, when people say Jack in the Box, it reminds me of that restaurant.
In a good or a bad way?
Not really in any way. It just reminds me of it.
Yeah, I'm not a big Jack in the Box guy.
I haven't had that in years.
Been there one time.
What about Rallies?
Don't really care.
Anybody a Rallies fan?
Rallies fries, I'll die for.
Their fries
the sandwich,
are good. The burgers are so greasy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I just go just for.
Plus, I won't name which location in Evansville, but one of them had a rat found. Yeah.
Here's a swing and a miss, and the inning comes to an end.
On that note,
good ending to the end of the inning. Yep.
8 batters come to the dish, and Evansville scores 5 runs. And as we stretch, we keep it right here. Zane Clodfelter has Take Me Out to the ball game. Otters in front 11-1.
All right, fans, let me hear you. 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, and we'll root for the Otters. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Nicely done, Outs. Get some runs and go home.
Get some outs.
I think we have plenty of runs tonight. 11-1 Otters. Home math is 7th. Back after this.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Bottom of the 7th, Old Evansville tonight, 11-1 over Gateway. And Polo Portella, working here in the 7th, could be his final inning of work, delivers a fastball in the outside corner called strike. Looks like Portella will be improving to 9-2 tonight as he is dealing with Jose Rosario here, the 5th place hitting second baseman for Gateway, who is 1 for 2. Dan from the Y, the 0-1. Breaking ball outside, count is even.
And his earned run average is getting better in the process. Right now through 6, only 1 run.
Had a text message in from our buddy Corey Clayton. We were talking about the ice cream. He said he just had Dairy Queen, the Butterfinger Blizzard. Not a bad option. I enjoy that.
That is a pretty good option.
It's been a little bit since I've had it, but it's
Get the
good.
strawberry cheesequake. That's my go-to.
You guys like cookie dough?
I do like cookie.
You can never go wrong with cookie dough or cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream might be the best option.
Especially in Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, of any ice cream, any ice cream, any form of it, cookies and cream is always a solid go-to.
Cookies and cream might be the best thing in the world of anything.
Yeah.
Including the Hershey's
Candy bar?
chocolate bar. Yes.
Cookies and cream milkshakes and stuff like that.
Here's the 2-2 pitch, outside 3-2. I was at Popeyes yesterday it was, and I saw on their menu they have those Louisiana beignets with the chocolate Hershey in the middle.
Oh, really?
I almost got it, but I passed. It also takes 50 minutes to get through the Popeyes drive-thru. Have you guys ever been?
I haven't been to a Popeyes in a while. Is there only the one on the north side?
There's a new one here on Green River. Ground ball base hit, Rosario into left field, leadoff single in the 7th.
Last Popeyes I went to, this is a true story, it was on Bourbon Street in New Orleans in 2013.
That's where you need to go to Popeyes in the southern part of the states because I don't know what it is, but it's significantly better down in whether it's Alabama or Georgia or Louisiana.
I think that was before I realized there was actually a Popeyes location in Evansville on First Avenue growing up and living on the east side, so I knew it had some sort of southern flair to it.
You're not wrong, Preston. Food is just better in the South.
So leadoff single in the 7th for Gateway from Jose Rosario as Justin Woodcock digs in. 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk.
I'd like to point out if Polo gives up a run here, it's Zane's fault.
Pitches outside ball 1. Why?
He said something about the walk earlier, and then Polo Portela walked batter, and then he said at the top of this.
If I have this much power, I'm going to say that the Hoosiers are going to beat Iowa then on Saturday by like 17. If I'm going to speak things into existence, I'd rather do that.
He was just talking about how Portela's ERA keeps going down and down. And then he gave up a leadoff base hit.
I mean, he's had base runners.
This is true.
But he's been able to manage those base runners once they get on.
Gateway has 5 hits tonight. They've left 3 guys on.
Double plays have helped.
That was a 6-4-3 double play back in the 6th. And a swing and a miss. Counts even 1-1 on Dustin Woodcock.
There's one thing the Otters need. They need a double play sponsor. It's one of the few things they actually don't have sponsored. The walks are sponsored, doubles are sponsored, foul balls are sponsored.
I have one more food question. Have you guys had Hoosier Burger?
I have not, but I have heard awesome things.
I have too.
On South Green.
So funny enough, my dad's company actually did some work for them whenever they were opening up.
It's on South Green.
It's the old Rallies right next to the old Shilers across from the Goodwill between Lincoln and the Lloyd Expressway. If you're heading southbound on Green River, it would be on the right. For those of you who have been to Evansville before. Yeah.
2-1 pitch to Dustin Woodcock. Nobody out. Man at first base in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Count is even 2-2.
Because I heard if you go to Hoosier Burger, you have to get the special sauce for the fries, correct?
Whenever we were working over there, we had guys that would get lunch while they were there, obviously, because it's the easiest place to get food from is where you're working from. And they said that Hoosier Burger was fantastic.
And then across the street, there used to be Taco Tierra, which I thought was a little hidden gem, but sadly it's not there anymore. There's still one in Princeton.
2-2 bounced in the turf, blocked by the catcher Phillips. Runner at first base holds put, and we have a 3-2 count on Dustin Woodcock as Mr. Portela is at 99 pitches.
I just don't know if Hoosier Burger is trying to steal the allure of Zesto in the city of Evansville, which I know is still highly regarded.
Zesto's is great.
There's one on Columbia, not too far from Bossy Field. If you're going towards downtown on Main, just take a right and you'll see it.
Still one off South Kentucky and Riverside, too.
Payout pitch, ground ball to second. Bobbled by Allen, recovers, throws to first, and he does get an out instead of a double play, but at least Allen did get one man on the play. And on pitch number 100, Woodcock bounces out to second, 4-3 on the putout. Rosario advances up to second base.
And Josh Allen, calm and cool and collected. That shows the veteran presence that he has. He bobbled it a little bit, didn't freak out, still able to get the out at first base. And Polo Portela, Jordan Fisher, trying to get through 7, and that would be such a big aid to the Otters here.
He's got a runner at second base now. And are you nervous, Zane? Talking about his ERA going down, all of a sudden the runner's in scoring position?
I'm not. I have faith in Polo Portela.
First pitch is a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
And this is Mr. Jones, who's 0 for 2 today. And he's batting .254, but he has 30 RBIs, so maybe slightly nervous, Jordan, because there is a runner in scoring position with a guy that has 30 RBI so far this season. Looking for hit number 58.
I'm back. The 0-1 pitch to Justin Jones is a foul on the right field line. Sorry, my phone was at 1% about to die, and that's why I had to go get the charger.
Well, because Corey Clayton's been lighting you up with the Dairy Queen updates.
I'll be honest with you. I wasn't anticipating doing any of the broadcast, the play-by-play, so I went to go pull up Point Streak. I had to search through so many restaurant searches.
Speaking of Corey Clayton, I wish Taco Tierra was still in Evansville, so he's a Taco Tierra fan. He also wishes there was a 10-run rule in tonight's game.
Yep, that would be
awesome. You and me both.
Okay, maybe we can just turn this broadcast off.
Here's the 0-2. Slider away. Jones didn't chase.
Back before the NCAA tournament went really mainstream, and now it's on 4 different channels, and you can watch every game live. Greg Gumbel, the game was in hand. He would take you away from it in the first and second round and take you to a closer game, and you never saw the end.
I basically do that anyway myself when I'm watching games.
1-2 offering to Justin Jones. Swing and a miss. He strikes out. That's the second out in the 7th.
Good fastball, too.
Now 0 for 3 today.
Correct.
I will say, to your point about Greg Gumbel pulling away from games early, I would like that system just because that's how I operate. So whenever I'm watching the tournament games, when I was in college, I would have 4 screens and I'd have all of them ready to go for the opening weekend or whatever. It was awesome. But I found that I just enjoy watching the last 8 to 10 minutes of the games that are close, just because it's when it's more fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's the thing. As you get older, too, and you have more stuff, more responsibilities, you can't sit down and watch a 2-hour game for the most part.
Right.
4 strikeouts for Portela tonight, and with 2 away, the pitch to Pereira is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Pereira in his debut is 0 for 2.
It's a good thing they have the boss button on when you're streaming it on.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite things.
It's totally realistic.
Favorite things, though, being on 4 different channels the first and second round when it was only on CBS with Greg Gumbel, was Indiana and Kentucky played at the same time.
And the 0-1 pitch here to Pereira is a fly ball in the air to left. And this one will get out of play and foul. 2 strikes.
They played at the same time. The Kentucky game at a different venue started 10 minutes early, so all the UK fans in the tri-state, Evansville being on the river, Kentucky 10 minutes away, all the Kentucky fans were like, oh, good. Our game in the viewing area is going to be on. But then 7 minutes later, the UK game got interrupted, and it was Greg Gumbel in New York to let us know that we were going to the game for our area, the Hoosiers. So at least priorities were straight for Evansville's local station being close to both.
So they sent a message to Greg Gumbel to tell you that?
Well, I heard it.
As viewers, at least.
The 2-strike pitch Pereira takes way outside as Portela up over 100 pitches trying to work his way through the 7th.
So Greg Gumbel north of the river became a hero, and south of the river was the villain. But it wasn't his. He was just reading the prompter.
1-2 offering. Pereira, the left-hander, takes a curveball below the knees. 2-2. It's 11-1 Evansville here in the home half of the 7th.
You guys got me wanting ice cream now.
I know. I go to Kipley's and ask what their dessert is.
Not ice cream. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. They still have those good waffle fries.
Oh, they do.
Loaded waffle fries.
The loaded waffle fries that comes with just gobs of cheese and then bacon bits on the top.
I like their, what is it, the mozzarella cheese bread?
So, yeah, the Mott's bread. That's legendary.
It's great.
But you have to eat it within the first 10 minutes of getting it, otherwise the cheese sticks to the aluminum.
Payoff pitch here upcoming to Pereira, the first baseman. Man at second base, 2 outs, and Portela delivers. Ground ball hit to the right side. There is Josh Allen, a short toss to first base, and that ends the Gateway 7. So leadoff single from Rosario. He's left at second base, and after 7, it's Evansville 11, Gateway 1 on the Otters YouTube channel.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Top of the order to you here in the 8th inning. It'll be Andy DeJesus, Josh Allen, Jeffrey Baez. Evansville enjoying an 11-1 lead. Otters have 11 runs on 13 hits, no errors. Gateway with 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. And DeJesus, who is 2 for 4 tonight with a home run and a double, leads off this frame. I'm assuming they will have a new Gateway pitcher as Easterwood got lit up there in the 7th inning. They do. It is number 28. Who is it? Cody Thompson takes over, the 3rd pitcher for Gateway. So Thompson straddles the mound. He comes set, and the first pitch to DeJesus. There's a fly ball in the air. Left center field, moving over as a center fielder Woodcock. He makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out in the 8th inning.
So Thompson, 6'2", 200 pounds, from Mechanicsville, Virginia. What a hometown name. And he previously played for the Southern Illinois Miners. Mechanicsville.
So he goes back home as a pitcher to work on his mechanics. Is that what it is?
Well, I was thinking of cars, but even touche to you.
I've never heard of that town. Have you?
I haven't either.
Ball 1 low here to Allen.
I'm curious to look up the population, which I'm going to do now. Mechanicsville, Virginia.
Allen takes downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, the line score for Easterwood was 2 innings pitched, 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts.
So the population, 36,348, which is up 6,000 from the 10 years prior in the census. So basically like a Bloomington-sized town.
3-0 now on Allen, who has a 2-run home run. He has struck out, flew out to right, and also walked and scored his last time up.
Mechanicsville was one of numerous sites where there were numerous battles during the American Civil War.
Is there a famous person from there?
There's a couple of NFL players.
Ball 4 to Allen, a 4-pitch walk.
Stacy Tutt, an NFL fullback, who was signed by the Jets in 2006 as an undrafted free agent. You have Sam Rogers, an NFL fullback, who spent time on the Los Angeles Rams and Bills roster. And then an NFL linebacker in Jock Jones, who played for the Cleveland Browns and Phoenix Cardinals in the early 90s.
So I'm assuming Baez is not a switch hitter, but he is hitting from the left side here. Is this just for fun since they're up 10 runs?
Yeah, he's really batting left-handed. Yeah, he's not a switch hitter.
Yeah, okay. Well, if he hits 1 out,
he'll tie the Frontier League record for most home runs in a single game.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, and he swings and misses. I tell you what,
he's got a good cut for a lefty.
Pulls off a little bit, but not a bad swing for what really is a right-handed batter.
And really, the thing is, too, is him being a lefty at Gateway, all he's got to do is just kind of elevate the ball with a little bit of power and keep it fair.
I will say, having watched this swing, this is definitely not his first time hitting from the left side. Right. 1-1 on Baez, who's homered twice tonight, and he swings and misses. Okay, that was a little bit more rough.
Swinging at that fastball low away and pulling his head.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a left-handed pitcher trying to hit like a... Kind of reminds me of KK Kim for the Cardinals, the way he pulls off.
Maybe.
And he got robbed of a win today.
Swinging a foul back. Honestly,
did you see that catch that Harrison Bader made, though?
It doesn't matter. They lost 4-3 on a stupid walk-off.
But did you see that catch?
Did you see the diving play that Arenado made, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they lost.
I know.
We get it, Zane. They lost.
And they could have been just 2.5 back of Cincinnati because the Reds lost to the Marlins and Don Mattingly today.
September's not for a few more days, which means they have a little over a month.
Still, I wanted the Cards to go into that series with the Reds beginning tomorrow with a chance with a sweep to actually take the lead and be ahead of the Reds.
The good thing is they play them 6 more times, so...
They'll have plenty of opportunities.
Hopefully they can win the series. And
lots of baseball.
But it'd be nice if the Cardinals could get a little bit of momentum and have some sort of a run instead of a 2-2 4-game set.
Mm-hmm. Here's a swing and a miss, and Baez strikes out. That's the 2nd out.
Put an asterisk next to that bat. Strike
out. I realize it's a 10-run game, and he's having fun hitting from the left side. But if I had a chance to hit a 3rd home run, I might try to Get that third home run of the night.
And maybe that's what he was trying to do. Preston was pointing out maybe he was trying to get a cheapie and just try to pull the ball as a lefty and just lift it over the right field wall.
Doing that,
Oh, I'm sure it does. Yes.
It does, but from people around the.
Here's a smash to the right side with a shortstop who was playing with the shift, makes the catch. One pitch out. Crane is retired, and so are the Otters in the 8th inning. 11-1 Evansville on the Otters YouTube channel.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Welcome to a place that feels like home. A place that cares about all of you. Built to help you grow in more ways than you could possibly imagine. To make new friends, travel new paths, soar to new heights, and deepen your spiritual experience. Welcome to Oakland City University.
Home half the 8th inning at Gateway. Otters cruising in front 11-1 with Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Leinebach. I'm Jevin Redmond. Otters in line for a series win and also win number 50. Evans will score 2 runs in the first, a single tally in the second, 3 in the 5th, and 5 in the 7th. Augie Gallardo takes over after Polo Portello went 7 strong innings, and the first man Gallardo faces is the right fielder Jack Harris. Harris is homer tonight, and he swings and shoots one into right field, sinking quickly for a base hit. Leadoff single for Harris, he's 2 for 3.
Don't forget, fans, we're back at Bosse Field September 7th through the 12th, including a 10 o'clock in the morning start on Wednesday, September 8th, on a Senior Connection Wednesday, an Education Day.
Which reminds me, I need to make sure I'm off that day so I can work that day.
It'll be a fun time.
And at first base, nobody out. Abdiel Diaz swings and misses. He is 0 for 3 tonight.
One more Taco Tuesday with the $2 tacos and the $2.50 Corona and Modelo beers on special for those Tuesdays.
One more Thirsty Thursday on Thursday too, right?
Yes, sir.
The 0-1 is a fly ball in the air left center field. Should be handled out there. It is by the left fielder. That is Penner, who started the game in right, now playing left. You see Baez in center. So who's in right?
I would take a guess that it's McNamee. It wasn't McNamee?
Let's see if this is updated. Yeah,
It looked like it was in right field for a second. And they just started rotating.
One out, brings in Jay Prather. He's 1 for 3.
Maybe they just feel like changing positions too to mix it up a little bit.
It's Andy keeping us on our toes.
Well, I'm just thinking, what if Baez is like, I want to play center, Gordon, you play right, Pinner, you go to left. And
Andy was tired of hearing us talk about ice cream, so he's giving us something else to talk about.
Well, we saw Baez play center field, start in center field last homestand.
Center field. He really does. He's got a really, really good arm.
1-0 is the count on Prather. Singled back in the third inning. He has an exaggerated open stance in the pitch to him. Knee-high called strike from Gallardo. 1-1.
Double play here would be great.
Otters have turned one tonight. 6-4-3 back in the sixth. I agree 100%.
I'll take a 4-6-3.
I'll take a 3-6-3. The 1-1. Slashed foul. 1-2.
I'll go 5-6-3. And we're going to keep doing this?
How about 5-4-3?
Yeah, we can do
How
whatever.
about 1-6-3?
We can do anything. How about a 9-3?
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, there you go.
How about a line drive double play?
3 UDP.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Prather. Ground ball foul. Ouch, off his ankle. That one will hurt.
Well, Preston would remember, and was it 2018? The Otters turned that triple play against Southern Illinois on Otters Digital Network. That was fun.
Apparently, the changes in the output are also not. Apparently, are not keeping the official
Yeah,
score.
that's what I was just trying to refresh to. It's almost like they backed everything up to try to redo it.
Well, at least we're more attentive than they are.
1-2 pitch here to Prather. Man at first, one out. A swing and a miss. He strikes out, and he slams the bat against his foot. That doesn't feel good either.
There goes some
outs.
more lumber, more wood for the winter fire, courtesy of our friends at Niehaus Lumber.
Yeah.
Are there any other reads that he's going to be able to do?
It is 8.
Oh, yeah, we can't do Donut Bank because they scored a run.
Are they showing John Schultz playing right field?
Oh.
So,
but they still have Gordon playing center on the point streak.
So we think it's Penner in left, Baez in center, and Schultz in right, correct?
Yeah, that's what we think it is.
2 outs. Batter is Regno. He takes outside, ball 1. So it's 8:15 on Sunday. You know what that means, right?
Do you know where your kids are?
No, the Sunday Scaries. Did you guys ever get that growing up?
No.
With school?
No.
But you know what the Sunday Scaries are, right?
No.
Okay. You never got that?
No, what is it?
The 1-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner, 101. I don't get it anymore, but like whenever you were in school and you had a bunch of homework to do at the weekend, you kept pushing off. You watch football, all of a sudden it was like the ticking 60 minutes clock, and it's like, uh-oh, the Sunday Scaries. I got to get my homework done. Get ready for the week.
When I was in high school, I just did all my homework in read period, which is our first period of the day.
I would do it at lunch on Monday. And when I was younger, my mom I couldn't watch football until I showed proof that my homework was done.
This is really, really bad on my part, but the advantage of going to a school that did a 7-period day is I could sometimes do my homework in the period beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That was not the greatest approach to school.
That's how I graduated high school at Harrison.
I just participated.
Do you know what I did in high school? And this is really bad. This shows you that I wasn't destined to do math. I had a geometry teacher who would just come by and glance at our homework and give us 5 points if we did it. The first day of class, I did the homework. I never did homework again, and I would always get points for showing the same piece of paper.
Goodness. The 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Regno strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Augie Gallardo, and this game moves to the 9th. It is Evansville 11, Gateway 1 on the Otters YouTube channel.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Every 6 minutes, a utility line is damaged due to reckless digging. So Indiana relies on these 811 superheroes. Derek the Builder.
I dig for a living, but I always contact 811.
Mary the Gardener.
Before I plant a tree, I contact 811.
And Mike the Contractor.
I contact 811 before I do my work.
Prevent damage or injury. Call 811 anytime or go online 811now.com. This message is sponsored by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission and this station.
New Gateway pitcher Steve Boley, the fourth pitcher of the night for Gateway. Here's J.R. Davis, and he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball in the air to center field. There is Woodcock. He makes the catch. One out in the ninth inning with Evansville in front, 11-1.
Would not be opposed at all to a quick inning here, so we can get some ice cream before places close.
I think everybody involved in this game would not be opposed to that.
Yeah.
Even the Gateway folks.
The Otters are comfortably ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give credit to the people that are still there at the game, though. They're getting the full price of admission.
They deserve ice cream after a series victory.
Here's a pitch inside, ball one.
Wouldn't that be a great visual? Just Andy stopping by at a Dairy Queen on the way home and just buying all the players a Blizzard.
I'm sure Dairy Queen would be.
What's your favorite?
Show up 20 minutes before closing time and order 25 Blizzards.
Instead of the players ordering it, it's Andy ordering each person's ice cream for him.
Yeah.
What do you want? Okay, he'll take a strawberry Blizzard.
I'd pay $15 for that.
What do you want, Josh Allen?
Well, Andy, I'll take.
Josh, they said they're out of chocolate. Was
Allen, and Josh Allen throws his hat.
Yeah.
Is a strawberry cheesecake Blizzard okay, Josh?
I mean, they are playing a kid's game.
This is true.
I think they'll be having something else that's cold on the way home.
Either way, it's a win-win. Whatever you have.
Especially boots, yeah. The 3-0 pitch is inside, ball four, and a 4-pitch walk to Dakota Phillips. With one out in the ninth inning. Again, 11-1 Otters. Florence lost today, so the Otters will be...
They're going to be a game and a half up.
They'll be a game and a half up. Nothing. I'm sorry. Something that struck me as funny.
You know, sometimes baseball's a funny game.
It happens. 1 on, 1 out, and the pitch here to Gary Mattis. He backs away from a fastball inside, 0-1.
I'm just ready for people at the ballpark next time we are there on September 7th for the first of 6 in that homestand to tell us what their favorite ice cream is. Well, Zane, my favorite's actually...
That should be your trivia question. Instead of being a trivia question, it's just a question. What's your favorite ice cream?
And speaking of ice cream, I know when people go to Bossy Field, not to do the Bossy Field plug here, people love the soft serve.
Never had it.
I've never had
Bill
ice cream
Bussing,
there.
you see him with a cone all the time. He eats it, I think, every game.
The 2-0, and that's a strike, and Bill has no problem working that ice cream off because he is all over the ballpark. He gets his exercise in.
We have like 3 tours a game, it feels like, in the press box, which is completely fine.
Remember Methodist Day where I met all my Methodist friends?
I think
it's a true story.
I think they brought one in every inning.
We have tours during the game?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
not.
Oh, okay.
Bill Bussing will like lead people throughout the ballpark and they'll show them different areas.
If there's a picnic, and he knows people at the picnic, yeah, he'll bring all of them up.
Sometimes I think they even go on the roof.
They do.
Just to be like, hey, this is the roof. You can watch the game.
By the way, I've never been up there. I'd like to go up there sometime.
We went up there
We'll make
earlier
that
this
happen.
year, and there was a lightning storm happening. So we quickly got off the roof.
Some people did. I did. Others wanted to stay up and see the lightning up
Those are
close
some
and in
of the-
person.
They were the interns, too, so it's like they,
Shocker.
they didn't care.
And one's now at law school at Harvard.
The 2-2 pitch is a base hit in left field for Gary Mattis. So a walk and a hit in this inning for Evansville. 2 on, 1 out.
Hey, man, I'm sure that there's a little bit of common sense that involves getting into law school at Harvard.
Or book smarts.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's mostly book smarts. That's why I said a little bit of common sense.
But law school is great because, Bill Bussing, our owner, is a lawyer. But he knows not to stand on the roof when it lightnings.
Here's Andrew Penner. He takes a strike. Penner tonight has walked, flew out to right, struck out looking, and also drove it around his last time up with a ground ball to short.
So Cam Ellison is at the game tonight. My great uncle Donnie is at the game tonight, but I haven't seen Matt Siegel at the game tonight.
The 0-1 pitch is inside 1-1. He did tweet this morning about last night's game. We saw him taking pictures and a selfie of himself. It was posted this morning.
And he also tweeted he went to the National Transportation Museum in Kirksville, Missouri, as well prior to the game last night. Is it so? Preston says he's been to the Transportation Museum in Kirksville. Is it worth the transportation there?
It was not the main focus of the trip.
So he says it wasn't the main focus of the trip. I assume a Cardinals game or Six Flags.
Well, we went, it was all of that.
Okay, so
That was all part of the trip, yeah.
yeah, see, so ExploreSt.Louis.com. They don't even sponsor us, but we'll give it a plug.
2 on, 1 out. Here's a 1-1 pitch for Andrew Penner, and he smashes one out toward left, and that will drop in for a base hit. So a walk and back-to-back singles, and the Otters have the bases loaded with 1 out here in the 9th inning, leading by 10 runs.
The Arch, they just renovated those grounds, so it's renovated if you want to go see the Lewis and Clark Exploration Museum, which is the basement of the Gateway Arch.
So John Schultz, who came into the game in the home half of the 8th inning playing the outfield, will bat for the first time this evening with the bases loaded and 1 out. Otters in front 11-1.
If the Otters hit a grand slam here, is Joel Padfield, like the Kool-Aid Man, going to bust in with the lottery tickets for the Hoosier Lottery Grand Slam promotion that we do at home games?
Oh yeah. high five. What's his saying? Something baby, right?
Just win, baby.
Just win, baby. That's what it is.
I believe he's a Raiders fan. I think that's where
Is that what it is? Okay.
He is. He loves Al Davis.
Here's the 1-strike pitch to Schultz. That's above the belt. 1-1.
I'm looking forward to the 2021 version of the Just Win Baby. He asked me for my shirt size, so I gave it to him, so I'm expecting one.
Nice. Grand slam here. Do we get free ice cream tonight?
On Joel?
15,
is he paying?
15 runs. That should be some type of promotion. You should get something here. The pitch. A swing and a drive by Schultz. Deep right center. At the wall. Grand slammer.
Where's Joel? Where's my lottery tickets?
15-1 Evansville. John Schultz with a grand slam. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Look at him go. Look at John Schultz trotting around third base. He knew it.
Well, if there's one thing, guys, we now know for sure John Schultz was playing right field that last half inning. And he certainly made his presence felt real quick.
Perhaps that made the official score for the Grizzlies wake up.
I don't blame him for falling asleep, though.
But as Brandon Taylor would say in the press box, okay, guys, now save some for the next game. I'm still waiting for Joel to show up.
Waiting for my door to be knocked down over there.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a pitch high to the Jesus. So it's 15-1 Evansville in the 9th.
So you guys bring up the oh yeah after the big hit. It reminds me of the Chris Farley when he played Rudy Giuliani's son in the 90s and they went to the Yankees game.
Yep, I've seen that.
Go Yankees. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Go Yankees. With Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah, that is a pretty funny skit. He orders like 15 things from the concession stand.
Yeah, every time he gets something, he gets hit by a ball.
1-1 pitch to DeJesus, and a swing and a drive out into right. Moving over is the right fielder here, so had to play it off the wall. And it's a one-out single for DeJesus. That is the 4th hit of the inning, and DeJesus a triple shy of the cycle.
Well,
Hashtag cycle watch.
Hashtag cycle watch. I mean, if he ends up with the cycle, the bottom of the 9th must have been one hell of an experience for all of us. That's a very okay.
Here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. If DeJesus does get up again and hits a triple, I will take all of you to GD Ritzy's after the game. We'll get ice cream. How about that? On me.
That works.
I don't think it's going to happen.
There's our fun bet. I think it's a pretty safe bet, but something to keep us somewhat entertained.
It is a pretty safe bet.
I think I saw some lightning out my window too. Okay.
I would want a chocolate shake with chocolate ice cream, because at GD Ritzy's, if you want a chocolate shake, you can split it up vanilla chocolate or both chocolate.
Here's Allen, and he swings and misses. Strike one.
You got a swirl guy.
I'm a what?
Chocolate swirl guy.
The half vanilla, half chocolate swirl.
No, I don't like that. Just give me just all chocolate, the chocolate. So it's
not chocolate.
Did you hear our conversation the other night with Connor Onion? We were talking about that because we went to Jason's Deli earlier that day, and I got the swirl ice cream. And on the air, he's like, well, what's that called? Half chocolate, half vanilla. I'm like, I think it's either like a swirl or a twist. And he thought there was some fancy name for it.
Now there's,
I think it's a twist is the official name for it.
Now there's what's the ice cream that you get, like you can buy where it's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry? What's that called?
Oh, that is Neapolitan. Yeah.
So there might be a term like that for chocolate and vanilla ice cream.
2-1 pitch here to Allen. He bounces it foul, third base side. Count is even 2-2.
I would think it's just a swirl.
Shout out to Debbie. She's on the broadcast.
Hi, Debbie.
What does Debbie say?
She says we're crazy.
Crazy awesome?
Got to be a little crazy to get through a 15-1 game. The 2-2 pitch is upstairs, 3-2.
Or to listen to this game at this late of an hour. But no, Debbie, Debbie's one of the big-time fans. I know a lot of comments. She's always listening to Ryan Brown's broadcast when he was here, and we appreciate her listening. Tonight,
everything I'm finding is it's just called a chocolate vanilla swirl.
3-2 pitch. Allen strikes out looking. That's the second out here in the 9th inning. Probably would have been ball 4 if it's not a 15-1 game, but that zone expands just a bit. No argument from Allen, 2 away.
Now, Preston, when we have food runs in the press box, always looks at the menu, so he knows what he wants. He likes to change it up. I get the same thing.
Bosco sticks. We never did have our Bosco stick party.
Ooh. Are Bosco sticks still in existence at Bossy Field?
Technically, yes, but we...
You don't what? Can I get some Bosco sticks my next time there?
No.
We're supposed to have a Bosco stick party for the supply of Bosco sticks that we currently supposedly have.
So yeah, there are Bosco sticks at the ballpark. They have not been sold or offered, meaning that at the end of the year, there's just going to be a lot of Bosco sticks, and we just want to have a big party and eat them.
We had a party before Ryan and Trevor left and Preston.
Top of that, earlier this year, Preston asked for the Bosco sticks and got a slice of pizza instead.
Multiple times, Preston has asked for Bosco sticks.
We joked, or I brought up the idea that they could make a dedicated Otters TV episode to have Zane follow Preston around the ballpark while he searches for the Bosco sticks and eventually finds them.
Well, to be fair, the first night I did a game at Evansville, or Bossy Field this year, I asked for a chicken strip basket and ended up getting popcorn. True story.
That is true. That is
true. True story.
Oh, was that the night, though, where the players had taken all the food?
It was. Baez grounds to third, and it's bobbled by the third baseman Diaz. Everyone's safe, so this inning mercifully continues.
Back to the right side.
Yeah, he was trying to get that third home run, so E's 6, and the Otters have hit around here in the ninth inning.
And that was the night where the game was delayed 40 minutes because of rain, and then it ended up being the longest 9-inning game in the history of baseball.
So I'm going to throw Preston under the bus here. Sorry, Preston. But I texted him that day. I said, hey, now you said if you're in the press box, like they make a run for food. So I didn't really eat dinner before that game. I had a little snack thinking, okay, I'll get something in the game. Waiting for my chicken strip basket. They finally call for it, 5th or 6th inning. Still nothing. 7th inning. It's like, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I get a box of popcorn.
Well, do you know why you got the box of popcorn? Because Trevor texted me back, dude, the players have all the food.
Yeah.
And I said, then as many M&Ms and popcorns that you can bring up.
Yeah.
Some got M&Ms, others got popcorn.
Hey, popcorn's better than nothing.
I gave Jevin my popcorn because I didn't want it.
There's a check swing to third off the bat of the lefty Crane, and Abdiel Diaz steps in the bag, 5 unassisted, and the 9th inning comes to an end. Otters pick up 4 more runs, a grand slam from John Schultz. Last chance for the Grizzlies. They're down 15-1.
Come be a part of a nationally recognized program in criminal justice. The Criminal Justice Program at Oakland City University provides students with in-depth knowledge in the fields of law enforcement, forensics, corrections, and juvenile justice. Learn through hands-on experiences and train in areas of investigative forensics, criminology, and police administration. A career-focused major is in your reach and all in a Christian university setting that feels like home. Oakland City University.
We love our kids and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield offers health insurance for children up to age 18 at low or no cost. From doctor visits to dental care, Anthem is here to put resources at your fingertips and simple solutions within your reach. And that is something to smile about. Call 1-800-403-0864 to enroll today. To learn more, visit anthem.com/inmedicaid.
All right, Joe Riley on into this game. Not much pressure. 15-1. Evansville with the advantage. Final 3 outs for Gateway. That'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters with Ty Moore, Jose Rosario, and Dustin Woodcock. Evansville has cruised through this finale. The first 2 games are tightly contested. Evansville won by a run on Friday, lost by a run last night. Different story here tonight, and Riley delivers low ball 1 to Ty Moore, who's 0 for 3. And he's hit into a 6-4-3 double play.
KJ, if you're listening, Jevin Redmond wants Bosco sticks before the end of the Otters season. At least regular year on September 12th. Make it happen.
That would be great.
Also, I have the concession menu pulled up if you guys want any prices on any certain things.
The 1-0 is a fly ball down the left field line, out of play and foul. 1-1 on Ty Moore.
So, Big Red, how much would Bosco sticks cost at Bossy Field?
$4.
$4.
That's respectable.
About the same cost of Bosco sticks out of school lunch, right? Because that's the last time I honestly had Bosco sticks in high school.
Yeah, I used to get Bosco sticks, RIP, at the Rams games.
I actually got Bosco sticks a little over a month ago from, there's a Noble Romans in one of at the gas station by Virginia, on Virginia Street. Got Bosco sticks from there.
So I take that back. I probably have had Bosco sticks, I know, for a couple times in Spencer County and Rockport, because there is a gas station that has those.
I don't get that very often, though, because it's gas station food.
This is super unhealthy, but in junior high, in a la carte menu, there's a line drive to second. Allen makes the catch, 1 away. as Moore's retired. But in the a la carte, we had, Bosco sticks on Fridays. You could get a milkshake. So on Fridays, I always got Bosco sticks and a chocolate milkshake in junior high. Again, not healthy, but yeah, it was good.
I wish I had that option in junior high for lunch.
And Jevin's a future Hall of Famer at his high school for athletics, so it worked for him. It's the breakfast of future Wildcats.
I don't know about that. One out. Here is Rosario and a strike called.
I did not know that Bossy Field offered orange or root beer floats.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we haven't even brought those up.
I will probably be getting root beer float when we get back to the ballpark.
That does sound good.
7th.
So let me ask you this question: do you like root beer in general, just plain? So I don't like root beer at all, but I like a root beer float.
That's weird.
I don't think it's that weird. I think the vanilla adds a level to it that makes the root beer better.
I also don't like the flavor banana unless it's an actual banana.
I can.
So no banana Laffy Taffies.
No artificial bananas. I can understand that.
Mm-hmm. I can do banana pudding, but not my favorite.
Oh, banana pudding. The only pudding I did not like as a kid was tapioca. Which would always throw me off because my grandparents would have tapioca, but to me it looked like just normal vanilla pudding. And then you would open it up and they would they were old school, so if you opened it and wasted it, you had to eat the whole thing. So I'd have to eat the whole thing of tapioca, and I did not like it.
2-2, a fly ball as Rosario is jammed on a fastball. In comes a left fielder to make the catch. And that is Penner. 2 outs, 2 down, 1 to go.
I feel like we've covered a lot of ground, though. We've talked about the ever-changing Frontier League playoff situation. The Otters have had a good day. We've discussed that. Ice cream has been prevalent the last couple innings, considering the score of 15-1.
So 2 outs, and the final hope for Gateway here is their center fielder, Dustin Woodcock. Evansville in front, 15-1. Nobody on 2 outs. And Joe Riley trying to get the final 3 outs. The first pitch is a fly ball into left field. On comes Penner near the line. He makes the catch in fair territory, and that's an Otters winner. 15-1 is the final from Gateway. Guys, an all-around good fielding victory for Evansville. They're now a game and a half up on Florence.
Yeah, the best thing about this game, Jevin and Jordan and Preston, is we don't have to drive 2.5 hours back on I-64 late on Sunday. We can go get ice cream.
Right, I'm going to drive 15 minutes to the west side and get myself some ice cream before I go home.
Sounds good. That's what I'm getting to. And as Ryan Brown would say, that one went swimmingly. It certainly did tonight. 15 runs on 17 hits, no errors for Gateway. 1 run, 6 hit, 1 error. It took 2 hours and 55 minutes to complete. Evansville's now 50-33. The Gateway Grizzlies are 35-48. For Zane Clodfelter, Jordan Fisher, Preston Leinebach, I'm Jevin Redmond. Thank you. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. Join us next broadcast Tuesday night, 7:05 first pitch from Marion. The pregame show starts at 6:55. Good night on the Otters YouTube channel.